What is up, people of YouTube? How y'all doing today? How y'all feeling, man? I saw Carrie made a comment in here. What's up, Carrie? If you're still in here, Electric Eye, what's up, man? Let's kick the tires and light the fires. This is what I like to hear, man. How y'all feeling today, man? Are y'all excited for this game? Because this should be a game, a very fun game to watch. This should be a good pleasure for your viewing experience because the Indiana Fever, they're taking on probably like one of the worst teams in the league. This is a game you can pretty much easily win. So this should be a fun game, a game where everybody can pop off. This will be very, very fun. Are you guys excited for this one? Because I know I'm excited. Roger, what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm not gonna answer that question, but what's up? What's up? What's up? Hi, Carter. What's up, Sarah? What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? I got my camera down, the camera up here, and then I got like my what I'm looking at down here. So if I'm looking down here, y'all, it's just because I'm trying to look at the chat, and then I'm gonna look up at y'all when I'm trying to talk to you. I'll try to remember that. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Um, y'all feeling good? Y'all feeling good? Roger said I am. I guess that's the answer to the question, man. I guess that's the answer to the question. Sun will upset the Fever. Oh man, Sun will upset the Fever. We hope not. We hope not. We hope not. We hope not. Uh, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this too. Squirtle power. Wow. All right. I'm excited. Yeah. Cool. 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 Yeah. This is gonna be a good game. I think this is a game where Caitlin Clark can easily pop off. But the problem is always going to be Tina Charles. If she's playing in this game, she might pop off. And if Tina Charles pops off, y'all, that is not going to be looking good for this Indiana Fever team. Y'all know we have no interior defense. And if Marina Mabry does what she did in the last performance against the Indiana Fever, and she goes out there looking like prime Klay Thompson, that won't be good either, y'all. So that won't be good either. Let's see what else you guys are saying. They better not play slow tonight. Yeah, they better not. But with Caitlin Clark out there, you're gonna be in good shape. I don't think she's gonna let you play too slow. Does my audio sound good? By the way, we know last time we had those audio issues. Does the audio sound good, y'all? Does it sound good, y'all? That is my question. I got my nephews to watch the last game. Now they think all WNBA games will be like the last one. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. But you know what? If they continue watching Indiana Fever games, as Caitlin Clark continues to get better, the games will only get better. But just don't put on a Chicago Sky game. Don't put on a Aces game if you're trying to get that type of electric performance. Eric said we sound great. Yes. We need AB to be tough. Yes. I think this could be the game where AB really shows up, y'all. This could be that game because Caitlin Clark is finally back. The first game with Caitlin Clark back, AB was a little sketchy. She was a little, you know what I'm saying? She was a little sketchy. But now I think AB should be in good shape. I think she should be in good shape. You saw like there were a lot of plays where Caitlin Clark did that pick and roll with AB and she was able to get some good looks. So hopefully that'll be better. Audio fine. Cool. Audio good. Yes. That's better than last time. We're starting off better. Way to set the bar high. Yes, Brett. Yes. Yeah, your nephew, man, you got to let your nephew know, man. You're probably not going to see too many more WNBA performances like that, all right? Reality is coming for your nephews, Roger. Oh, you guys are funny. The Blonde Bombers will be great tonight. Yeah, I'm curious. What's the starting lineup looking like tonight? I'm sure they put it on Twitter. I ain't been on Twitter, man. Last time I went live, I wasn't able to tweet too much on Twitter, so I'm gonna try to tweet as I'm live. We'll see how that goes because I want to be active during the game. I want Colson to have a good night. Yeah, she's been pretty good, man, for the 3-point line. She's been exceptional, and she's also great when it comes to defense. So I think Colson is gonna continue having good nights. You know, as long as she doesn't have the ball in her hands too much, she'll be great. It's gonna be a blowout for the Fever. I hope so. That'll be good for the WNBA. What's up, Carter? Been loving your videos. Caitlin got me into basketball, like how Curry got you into it. Love your breakdowns. Hey, I love that, Hector. I love that. Yes, Curry got me into basketball, and Caitlin Clark has that same effect, man. Hopefully today we can get a really good game. I'm ready to go crazy. Like, I'm so sad I wasn't able to go live for the last game. You guys would have saw me take my shirt off. Okay, no, I wouldn't have took my shirt off. I promise I wouldn't have took my shirt off. But you guys would have saw me getting hyped. I definitely would have squealed a little bit. What channel are they playing on? They are on NBA TV, but if you have League Pass, and I was trying to get my League Pass set up for a minute now. League Pass is buying it is, the app is trash, but if you do have it, you can watch it in the app. I do not recommend fooling with that app though. But if you got to fool with it, if you got to fool with it. Can you do an overlay of the timer of the game because of the delay? Um, I don't know. I can. What I'm gonna show is the box score as the game is on. Uh, I don't know what you mean by that, Roger. Though I don't know what you mean. Um, hoping for a big Caitlyn game tonight. Yeah. I think she's gonna have one of those. And what I'm really hoping for is Kelsey Mitchell to start off this game hot. I'm hoping for Kelsey Mitchell to be in a groove in this game. Um, hopefully I can figure out how to watch this live feed thing. Looking forward to it. Yeah, you should be able to watch it on the WNBA app if you have League Pass. If not, you can always use Stream East. Not that I'm not affiliated. That's bad promo. But if you do want to use Stream East, you can use Stream East. No questions about Stream East. I'm not going to answer them. You're going to have to find out on your own if you don't know what that is. But just buy League Pass. It's like 100. I think it's like $35 for the whole year. And NBA League Pass is like 100. What's up? What's up? What's up? My people in here, man. Outside the garden. Oh, I hope Stephanie White experiments with how to make the Fever a winning team without just focusing on CC, how to use Lexi and Aaliyah and Sophie effectively. Yes, I hope that is the case today. And I do think that, you might want to prioritize using Caitlin Clark to prioritize scoring without Caitlin Clark, if that makes sense. Like, use her gravity to get AB going, get Sophie going. Everybody cutting back door, Lexi Hull and Sophie, they're going to cut back door and hit those spot up 3-point shots. And it's really just AB. I think Lexi's been great. I think Sophie Cunningham, we haven't seen too much of her yet off of the injury, but AB for sure. AB for sure. I knew Howard was starting. Oh man, Howard is starting, huh? That is not going to be good. That's not going to be good. It's DeWanna Bonner back, y'all. I know she was out for personal reasons. She had some going on. I don't know what she's got going on. Is she back now, y'all? Because I low key would prefer DeWanna Bonner to start over Natasha Howard, and I know you guys might think that's sketchy, but I do think DeWanna Bonner is better at the 4. I think she's just a better fit, and they're both not going to be playing that well defensively. Because they're both like short and they're going to get cooked by Tina Charles regardless. So I would rather DB out there. I don't know about y'all. I think Howard and Dantas is better than Bonner. Yeah, you know what? That you might be right about that. I could be very wrong. I think Dantas is definitely better than Bonner, but I don't like the lineup with Dantas and AB. So I wouldn't put them in the starting lineup together. Yes, Kelsey Pistol Mitchell needs to start strong. Yes, if she gets into a groove, that's really going to be good for the season. And just going forward, you need Kelsey Mitchell to play at a very high level if you want this team to win against a New York Liberty team. I know we won last game, but there was no Jonquel Jones. And if you know anything about the Fever and you've been watching this channel, their biggest weakness is the interior defense. So you got to win a game when you really didn't have to worry about a lot of interior defense. As we go on, and if Tina Charles is playing tonight, you're going to have interior bigs to worry about, and you're not going to be able to stop them. So you're going to need extra offense. You're going to need Kelsey Mitchell. That's my main point. I'm missing a whole lot of stuff. Shirt off. That's insane. Let me go down to these fresher comments. I'm skipping a lot of stuff. Sir Jax, hey Carter, can you critique the defense as it develops, like how well they are switching or man to man? Yes, I will talk about it as I see it during the game. But also, like, you'll probably get more of that in the video tonight, because as I'm live, there's just a lot going on, and sometimes I'll miss some things and I can't rewind. I do a lot of rewinding when I watch these games when I'm not live. So no rewinding means like no extra analyzing the plays. And if you guys see me looking over here, that's where I got the game at. So I'm looking down here for the comments. Up here's my camera, and then over here is me watching the game. I'm trying to wait for it to start. Ari is off, but we might sign her. Yes, I heard, like, what was it, June 24th, 26th or something, y'all? We should be eligible, but we got to cut somebody. And one thing you guys got to remember is that WNBA is not the NBA. These contracts, you can't just be cutting players and signing players. It's not a lot of money that goes around in this league. We're in debt. You know what I mean? So you can't just up and cut somebody, because when you cut them, you still have to pay them. I think it's like that in the WNBA, kind of like in the NBA. I could be very wrong. I'm probably not the person to talk about this. You might want to go ask Rosalina Lee. You might want to go ask Robin, one of those people. I'm not the kind of guy. But I do think that if you cut someone, you still have to pay them their contract. So am I a Patriots fan? I was a Patriots fan when Tom Brady was there, and then I became a Saints fan. So I'm not a football guy. But I was a Patriots fan when Tom Brady was there. All right, fresh comment. Hope the refs are fair both ways. Call the travel, ignore the nonsense calls to let the game flow. Yes, these refs have been bad. WNBA wise, NBA wise, wherever I'm watching basketball, I just can't get a break with these refs, man. Hopefully, we get some good refereeing today, and hopefully, we have some aggressive players getting down low, and that way they can draw those fouls and get those foul calls. The ref should call them, especially AB. Whenever AB gets that ball off that pick and roll with Caitlin Clark and she goes up for a layup, if she gets hit, they better call those fouls every single time. As a Falcons fan, as you can see, I don't approve. Oh man. Oh man, look, we can all come together under WNBA basketball, all of our differences. And this game is about to get underway, y'all. Are you guys excited? I'm excited, man. Caitlin Clark is about to go crazy. Let me turn this game up just a tad bit so I can hear just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. All right, and let me get this score up. Let me get the score up for you guys. Do. Um, hey, that beat low key kind of kicking, man. I like that WNBA beat going on. All right, tip is coming on. I'm gonna get the score up once they score their first point because they don't have anything up yet because they haven't scored. I'm assuming that's what's going on. So give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, we looking ready. We looking ready, man. Look at that big man around there, man. This is gonna be brutal. Is that Tina Charles right there? I think that's Charles. I predict whoever that big man is, they're gonna score over 20 in this game. She got the tip. Oh Lord Jesus. Jesus help us all. Help us all. This is not gonna be good interior wise. Look at this behemoth. Already going down to the low post, y'all. She missed her first shot. It's good defense. It's good defense, y'all. I like to see that. I like to see that. Caitlin Clark getting down low, step back, mid-range jump shot. Caitlin Clark, she missed it, but you love to see that shot attempt from Caitlin Clark. That was fantastic, y'all. Fantastic shot attempt from Caitlin Clark. And the reason I say that's fantastic is because the more she shoots those, the better. She's been working on that, so she's going to eventually start hitting them, man. Let me get this up for you guys now. All right, that's a turnover. That's not good. That's not good at all. All right, there we go. It's on the screen for you guys. Now I can watch the game. All right, that's good defense. That's good defense to start off. I like that. Kelsey Mitchell getting the rebound. Caitlin Clark pushing it up the floor. I like to see this from Caitlin Clark. Finding Lexi Hole. Okay, now we got. I don't know if we want to. I don't know about that. We draw the foul. At least the ref are calling the foul. Do we want to go to that during this game? Because once you start going to it early, like they just continuously go to this, and it's kind of like sides, man. It's kind of like sides. You just kind of try to feed these players, kind of like you tried to feed Alyssa Smith last year. And you do it consistently throughout the game, and it's like that's never working though. Every time we go down and Natasha on the low post, it's not working. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. ES said refs fair so far. That will be a first. Yeah. Is that a Chicago? Oh, Chicago cry. That's funny. Oh man, that's funny. All right, Marina Mabry. Let's get it going, y'all. Let's get it going. Good defense so far. We're picking up off the pick and roll, getting down. That's Tina Charles. They've got two big men that they're playing really smart. That's a really smart lineup to run, y'all, against this Indiana Fever team. That's going to be the death of this team if they lose this game, because you got two behemoths down there, two players that are bigger than AB. Is that an offensive foul? Wow, they didn't call that on Aaliyah Boston. They always call anything that involves a screen on Aaliyah Boston. And granted, she does have a lot of moving screens, but you love to see her just not get called for moving screen there. Because a lot of the time they do just run into her. They're out of control running into her, and they always call foul on those screens. All right, here's KM. KM getting down low at the 3-point line. Caitlin Clark, pick and roll. AB. She missed it. She's got to make those, man. She's kind of avoiding the contact there, y'all. She's got to be stronger and go straight up with it. No reason for her to be falling like that. Big steal. Yes. Yes. Lexi Hole. Easy layup. Easy layup. Look, she had to use her two hands there, y'all, for that layup. No missed layups for the WNBA players. Not today. Not for the Indiana Fever players, at least. That is horrible defense right there. Miscommunication. Caitlin Clark gives up a wide open layup. Wide open, y'all. Got to be better than that. Got to be better than that. Natasha leading the scoring on the Indiana Fever. Yeah, I don't know how long we want that to last because I don't know how long we want that to last. It went in. She can use as many hands as needed. Yes. Yes. Hey, use however many hands you need to as long as you're not missing. Ooh, nice pass. Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hole. She missed that one. Ooh, she's going to make the next one, though. Beautiful offense. AB wide open. Getting down low. Ooh, I like that from AB. Amazing play from AB. Look, she got at the top of the key. They were giving her a whole lot of space. She didn't settle. She got down low. I love that play from Leah Boston. She was in control there. That was beautiful. Was beautiful offense right there from Aaliyah Boston getting that layup. That was beautiful. Marina Mabry cutting back door. That's decent defense. I'm not liking how many point blank layups they're getting early on, but that's just interior defense for the Indiana Fever. Good pass once again. Same type of play. That time what did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? I said she was gonna make it the next time, didn't I? I told y'all. I said it. Did not say it. I said it. I said it. Eric said the Sun have 3 fouls already. That's a good note. They have 3 fouls already. So we can get them in the bonus by the 4-minute mark, ideally. And if that's the case, then get down low and get those easy free throws. Hey, I told y'all that she was going to make it the next time, y'all. I told y'all she was going to make it the next time. That's Lexi Hole for y'all. Y'all vote at Lexi Hole All-Star. I haven't done my first set of All-Star voting because earlier on, man, my League Pass subscription ended from when I bought it last year, and I was trying to renew it. So I make the purchase, and then like the WNBA app was saying I didn't make the purchase. And like, if you've ever dealt with that app, it's one of the worst apps I've ever dealt with when it comes to subscription. Like, it's just like the worst interface. It was just horrible. So I was like signed out, trying to get signed in, and I wasn't able to do my first voting. But I'm gonna get to that. Make sure y'all vote though. Vote Lexi Hole for All-Star because she's a shooter. Kelsey Mitchell getting down low. All right, Caitlin. All right, Caitlin. Bang! That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, y'all. Look, I like to hear that from Caitlin Clark. That was a swish. A swish. I don't know if y'all heard that beautiful sound. You love to see it. Off-ball playmaking from Caitlin Clark. She gives it up. When she gets it back, you love to see her shooting it off the catch. Talked about it in my last video, y'all. That is what I like to see. It didn't take any time. After she relocated, immediately she got the basketball and she shot it. Not much space there, but that was a Steph Curry kind of play. Now you got her with the ball in her hands off the pick and roll to Aaliyah Boston. Nobody likes that. Come on, you got to finish those. It's all right, Aaliyah. She's getting real mad. She's frustrated. What just happened? Why's she running back like that? Did I miss something? Seemed like there was a foul there. I don't know what happened, but she missed that bunny. You got to make that. Now you got Tina Charles on the other side, and she's gonna make that layup. That's not any good, y'all. Not any good, y'all. Not any good, y'all. Not any good, y'all. Got to make those layups on one end. You can't give it up on the other end. Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell she's gonna get going, and I think Caitlin Clark is about to have one of those games as well. Early prediction: they're combining for 50 in this game. Call me crazy. I think KM and CC are combining for 50 in this game. All right, Kelsey Mitchell coming off a screen, getting down low. Easy layup from Kelsey Mitchell. She was beautiful right there on that play. You saw the footwork, getting down low, the ball handle, and the control around the rim. She was not out of control. She did not try to sell out on the foul call. She was in control. Beautiful, very difficult finish from Kelsey Mitchell. More of that, please. More of that. But on the other end, Tina Charles, what do I always tell you guys? I'm not just making up stuff. I'm not making up stuff, y'all. I'm not making up stuff, y'all. We have the worst interior defense I've seen. Good pass down to Natasha Howard. They're giving her fouls down there, but she's got to pass that back out. You got to start passing that back out if you're Natasha Howard. You cannot go up with these contested layups every single time, in my opinion. I think it'd be better if once you get it down there off the collapse, kick it out. Because you're not going to make that. But she's drawing fouls here. So I'm not going to complain too much, even though I am complaining, because I don't like this. I don't like those shots from Natasha Howard. Every single time you see her shooting a shot like that, from what I know from Natasha, she's not making that. So I just don't like it. But if you can get to the free throw line, you can get to the free throw line, and that's good basketball. Caitlin Clark's coming out pretty early in this game. She came out pretty early in the last game. As well. And then they put her back in at like the 2-3 minute mark. I wonder if it's because of the injury, why we're bringing her out this quick. But I'd be feeling a lot better about this if you had Erin McDonald. Howard wants to be MVP. That Michael, and doesn't stand a chance. I saw a video from somebody about that early on today, and so you're not lying, Michael. And she also doesn't stand a chance. Marina Mabry, hopefully she doesn't get into a groove in this game. That's not going to be good for anybody if she gets going. That's an offensive foul. Y'all gotta replay that so I can see it, because it seemed like Sylvie Cunningham did push off a little bit, but you know, they're always calling those on the Fever. But when you play fast and you try to have a lot going on offense, you're gonna see plays like that all the time. But all right, we're up 16-12 right now. We got a break. I like this so far. I like what we're doing so far. Interior defense is going to be a problem. It's always a problem, but the offense is looking good, and that's how you're going to win these games as the Indiana Fever. If you're looking to win games with the squad you have, you're wanting to beat teams on offense. You're not really worried about defense. Defense is something that you're not good at, but you got to outscore the other team and win that way. Kind of like the Indiana Pacers for the majority of the season in the playoffs. They picked up their defense. It's what the Indiana Fever can do, but right now, regular season, I think just focus on offense, and the defense is going to be what it is. But if you can outscore every other team, because you have the ability to do that. You have Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hole, you got Sophie Cunningham. You have a lot of heavy hitters. Focus on offense. Sarah said, pause my TV to sync. Okay. It's like maybe the score and then what I'm looking at not synced up. Is that what you're getting at there? I'll turn it down so you guys don't really hear it. Can Boston remember where the basket is? Yes, Raymond. That is a good point. I don't know, man. She's missing a lot of bunnies right now. That easy layup she had off that pick and roll just a few plays ago, that was one of the bunniest type of bunnies you're gonna get, and she missed that one. You got to make those. Oh, not me. Okay, my bad. Cool. The people watching. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna keep the volume up. We're doing good. Yes, we are doing good. We're looking fantastic right now. I'm curious what other people are saying on their live streams and how they're feeling about the game so far, because I think we're in a good spot, but the interior defense is going to bite you if you let this continue on, and there's really nothing you can do about it. Like, it really isn't. So the moment you have a dry spell on offense, man, this team isn't going to be looking too good. But once again, you're playing one of the worst teams in the league. This team is 2-8, arguably the worst team in the league. But you got beat by this team with no Caitlin Clark, and it's because of the interior defense. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Things moving fast and physical fitness may come into play later. Yeah. CC playing off ball. Yeah, there was a few plays where you've seen her playing with the ball, her hands off the pick and roll, but they have had a mixture of that and her playing off ball. But she did get a 3 off ball. So she did get a shot off ball. As long as the plays that they have her playing off ball, the majority of them look like that, where every single time she relocates, they look for her. I'm actually not too mad at it, me personally. I don't know about y'all, though. All right, let's get some defense. Sydney Colston here playing defense. Now we got Sophie Cunningham on defense. Good defense so far from the Indiana Fever players. But look, once they get down to that low post, man, it's just you force a miss there, but it's not good defense that's causing that miss. Tina just missed that shot. It's a real problem. They're getting point blank attempts at the paint, man. This is just not good. And the other teams know to abuse that. Big shot. No, not a big shot from Sophie Cunningham. Okay. I don't know if I like that shot, y'all. Sophie can shoot it. I don't know if I like that one. That was kind of contested. Paul said Boston needs to play defense and learn how to do a layup. Yeah, she's gonna get together. I think she's gonna get it together. And one thing I might want to see in this game, since she's not really finishing. Oh, Marina Mabry from downtown, she missed that one. Is maybe some pick and pops around the mid range for AB. If you're not getting the layups, pop and shoot it. Okay, here we go. Lexi Hole with the ball. She's cutting to the paint. Easy layup from Lexi Hole. She misses it. You got to make those, man. You got to make those layups. There's defense there, but she's got to be stronger, go up with it. She got to open it. You got to make those layups. It's almost like they get scared when they get really close to the basket. And Tina Charles, man, she's going to have 30. I called it. What did I tell you guys? How many people been in here since the beginning? Kelsey Mitchell, big layup. How many of y'all been in here since the beginning? I said she was going to score over 20. And she's on the home pace for 30. But I like Kelsey Mitchell getting out low. She is having an impact early on in this game. All right, now we got another big man going to the lane. Oh my gosh, man. Golly, can we please do better on defense? Interior wise, perimeter's fine, but it's a 16 to 18 game, and we're not even playing bad right now. We're not even playing that bad on offense. We're missing some bunnies, but it shouldn't be this close. But they just have a cheat code every single time they go down low into the paint. This is arguably the worst team in the league, y'all. This is a problem. Natasha Howard, they're missing wide open layups. So on one end, you can't stop the other team from getting a wide open layup. And then on the other end, you're giving up wide open layups. This is not good for the Indiana Fever. Y'all, this isn't good for the Indiana Fever. Let me get some water. I need some water, man. I don't like what I'm seeing so far in this game. You got to be better interior-wise on the defensive side of the basketball because it's a very simple game plan. When you come to Indiana, if you're a team like the New York Liberty, you're going to have to beat the New York Liberty probably if you want to win a championship. You're going to have to beat the Sparks. You're coming in, you have a good big man, then the game plan is simple. You don't have to do much. It's not an elaborate scheme against the Indiana Fever. Just feed the ball to your big man on the low post, and you get easy offense throughout the entire game. You can keep yourself into the game against this Indiana Fever team just because of your interior defense. And that's Caitlin Clark coming back into the game. Another layup miss. Yeah, Raymond. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it myself, man. And now it's a tie game. It's a tie game. Tina Charles is 3 for 6 from the field with 10 points, y'all. That's ridiculous what we allow these big men to do against us. All right, Sydney Colson. Caitlin Clark off ball. She's coming off a screen. Ooh, okay. I like that play. Caitlin Clark getting down low. I like that. Good rebound, Natasha Howard. I like that. That's what you need to be doing. I like that from Natasha Howard. Caitlin Clark, I like to see her being aggressive. That's a foul call if the refs feel like calling that. So depends on what they're feeling like at the given time. But I think that could have been a foul on Caitlin Clark there. Where are they trying to go? You know exactly what they're trying to do on this play. They're trying to get down to the low post. Watch that low post every single time. Watch where their big men are. See if the Indiana Fever can make an adjustment. I don't understand how pro players can be so inconsistent with wide open layups. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like Hecto Jet. I'm trying to figure that out too. Why are we allowing these players in the league without knowing how to make layups? Marina Mabry from the 3-point line, she's missing, man. We're getting very lucky. She's very inefficient though. I think she's below 40%. We're getting pretty lucky. But Caitlin Clark off ball. All right, she's drawing 2 defenders. AB, make an amazing second pass, make the layup. Beautiful offense right there for the Indiana Fever. You make one good pass, you make an even better second pass. If you're the Indiana Fever, that is beautiful. That's what I love to see. That is what I love to see. Caitlin Clark doesn't get an assist there, but she, once again, created that entire play. She drew the defensive attention at the top of the key, and then she made the right pass, and then made another right pass. That's what I like to see, y'all. All right, Caitlin Clark, beautiful pass down to Aaliyah Boston. The layup went up sketchy, but she made the layup, y'all. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. The Indiana Fever are looking pretty good right here. That was a good stretch. Exceptional stretch from the Indiana Fever right there. You got some stops, and you contributed on the other end, and it's all because of the defensive attention Caitlin Clark is drawing. When she draws that defensive attention, good things happen. Errol Gas. It's good to see you in here. Carter, who would you like for interior defense to improve on. Oh, wait, we have Timpson. Because I was about to say Timpson. Yes. Yeah, we have Timpson sitting on the bench. And granted, Timpson is pretty skinny herself, so there's only so much she can do. She's really good for help defense. Down in that paint, she's probably going to get worked a little bit too. But she definitely would help in Aaliyah Boston. If you have AB down there, AB, just hold your ground. You are big. You're freaking polar bear down there. Use your sides. And then you have Timpson coming to help. That's going to help the interior defense because right now it's not looking too good, y'all. We're allowing this other Tina Charles, last time I checked, had double digits. She's already got over 10 points in this game. That is not a good look for this Indiana Fever squad. Not a good look. Yeah, it's not a good look. Paul said this team is pathetic on defense and layups. Yeah, they are pretty pathetic when it comes to layups and defense. And there's some games where they're making their layups, and then there's some games where they miss every single layup. Some games where it's not looking so good, y'all. Timpson has 5 fouls to give. Yes, you know, she's the least tired player on the court. Actually, you know, you can add that there too. She's not tired. You know, she's someone you want to put in the game. She's got unlimited energy and she's got unlimited fouls to give right now. So put her in the game, coach. All right, we're pressing full court. I don't know why we're doing that. You know, I guess just the on-ball pressure. But we need to just focus on packing the paint. Right now, all you see down there, that's good defense. Demir Stantis is always good on defense. That's amazing defense from Demir Stantis, actually. I like that. I like that defense from Demir Stantis. I didn't realize she was in the game. All right, AB down to that low post. Feed her. Oh, man, bad pass. You're supposed to be going to AB right there. You're not going to Sydney Colson. I do not like that play at all. Bad turnover. But then again, not everybody can make those Caitlin Clark passes. Maybe we're getting spoiled. Caitlin would have made that pass effectively, but you can't expect everybody to do the Caitlin Clark pass. But AB had a seal down there, and you wanted to get the ball to her. AB looks discouraged. Every single time she doesn't start off the game exceptional, she just looks very sad. You don't want AB to look so sad because she's always like enthusiastic. She's always a player that speaks so highly of herself and her team in the press conferences. You need AB to be in good spirits. You got to get her touches down there. She's one of those players that she gives off good energy when she's scoring the basketball. When she's making good plays, she'll get excited. She'll scream. When she's not, it's not good for the locker room going into halftime because she's just bad body language. All right, pick and roll. You like to see this? Caitlin Clark. Beautiful pass to AB. See, Caitlin Clark can make the pass. They collapsed on her. AB wasn't able to get the pass off, man. That's not really good. Off the pick and roll, the defense comes. Ideally, you want somebody to be in an ideal position for Aaliyah Boston to make a good pass. Wherever Aaliyah Boston likes her passing lanes, you want people to be in those positions. And right there, it's just she got collapsed on. It was very predictable, that play. They knew exactly what Caitlin Clark was going to do off that pick and roll. Yeah, AB looks beat, sort of. Yeah, I think she's demoralized. It might be the foul calls, how much she's getting hit. It's like she's losing faith out there, man. It's like she's losing faith out there. All right, we got the ball. Got the ball to Sydney Colson at the top of the key. You like to see her getting down low right here. Good pass to Kelsey Mitchell on the three-point line. I would have preferred a pass to the big man down there. I would have preferred the big man pass. But then again, Kelsey Mitchell, you got to bet on her to start making these shots eventually. So can't get too mad at it. We've got our first CC decoy quarter of the year. Yeah, she is pretty much playing totally off ball right here. And I want her to shoot some more shots off the dribble. I like her shooting some of the shots off ball, but you got to shoot some off the dribble shots. And that player just cooked CC on the three-point line. What a shot. Sydney Colson from half court. And that was pretty close. That might be the closest half-court shot I've seen from a random role player in the WNBA all year. But let's go ahead and talk about this first quarter so far. The interior defense is bad, y'all. We got to work on the interior defense. And sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I actually want to check. I want to check the box score. Yeah, Tina Charles has 10 points. Has 10 points on 3 for 7 from the field. 4-4 from the free throw line. Not looking very good. Marina Mabry has 4 points. You got to work on your interior defense because if you're looking at the Sun, how many threes do they have? They have 1 3 in this game. Just 1 3. You got to be better interior-wise because they're not beating you from the mid-range or from the three-point line. It's the interior defense. Let me go ahead and make a tweet. The Indiana Fever interior defense is the worst interior defense that I've seen so far. Yeah, every big we play, y'all, we make them look like prime Jokic. We make them look like prime Shaq, prime Hakeem. It's just not good. Sorry, I'm making a tweet. There's some people who aren't here and they want to hear what I have to say that aren't on the live. So I'm trying to make tweets. Besides pick and roll, if I'm saying sit Colson and Dantas, we should be passing on the perimeter. No. Besides pick and roll, if I'm saying sit Colson and Dantas, we should be like passing on the perimeter. No. Yeah. We need to find them on the 3-point line if they get some open shots. Why aren't they playing to CC? Yeah, they need to get CC the ball more. I want to see her shoot it off the catch. Yeah. They're going to lose lousy defense, lousy rebounding, lousy at layups. Yeah, it's looking that way so far because you're allowing this team to linger around. And once they start hitting some threes, you might go down big time. But then again, Kelsey Mitchell hasn't gotten into a groove yet. Caitlin Clark hasn't gotten into a groove yet. We still have a lot of hope. Still hoping for the long run. Yeah, I am too. Y'all. All right, I made my tweet, y'all. I made my tweet. Yeah, AB needs to see the ball go in. I agree. AB does need to see the basketball go in. And you also need to see Kelsey Mitchell get into a groove here. You need to see Kelsey Mitchell get into a groove because once she gets into a groove, it's going to take some of the defensive attention off of Caitlin Clark. Right now, she's getting swarmed, y'all. She's getting swarmed. AB's getting swarmed. You saw that last turnover she had. You need Kelsey Mitchell to get into a groove. Once Kelsey Mitchell gets into a groove, this team is going to be looking 10 times better. And she needs to see the ball go in. Kelsey Mitchell, AB needs to see it go in. Natasha Howard is your leading scorer right now, and there's no way we need to be looking to Natasha Howard, but I guarantee that's what Stephanie White's going to be doing because they're going to say she's hot, but she's not really hot. You need somebody else scoring right here. All right, Caitlin Clark. Let's see what you got. Come off this pick and roll right here. All right, you got a roll from AB. Caitlin Clark. There we go. Good pass, Caitlin. We're just missing so many bunnies around the rim, y'all. What's going on? What actually is going on? I know there's a lot of defensive attention down there. I can't tell if she's getting fouled from just the first run of these plays, but I don't know what's going on. You got lucky on the other end. You should have lost the lead there. You got to be better when it comes to layups, man. All right, Caitlin. Ooh, Caitlin. Ooh, they're putting that defense on her. I want to see her pull one of those shots, man. And the defense is swarming the Indiana. This is the Connecticut Sun. This team has 2 wins on the season, and they're looking like a real playoff team right here. Eric said, "Why do we all know what the Fever need to do, but they don't know what they need to do?" That's what I'm trying to figure out. And the layups is, with the layups, it's like obviously I'm sure the coaching staff is telling them to make their layups. They're just missing them. It's just incompetence from a basketball league. And then when it comes to interior defense, like my thing is, what can you do? It's really like a personnel problem. You brought in players who just can't play a lick of interior defense. Like they're just undersized, too skinny. Just days, weeks, and a year of poor layups. How hard is it to fix this? How long is CC going to have to cover up for the layup problem? That's what I'm trying to figure out, man, because she should have like 5 assists in this game. She really should. It's really like affecting her legacy as a playmaker. She is, in my opinion, already the greatest playmaker in WNBA history. But if she's getting her teammates wide open layups all the time and they're not turning into assists, that's affecting her legacy. That's affecting the record books. It's affecting how many layups she's going to end up with all the time. You have to make layups if you are going to be playing next to Caitlin Clark for her legacy's sake. In 30 years from now, when the new young guys come along and they're trying to gauge women's basketball, they're not going to have watched the games. They're not going to know anything but the stats, and you won't know how good of a playmaker Caitlin Clark really was because a lot of these assists don't show up on the box score. They just don't. But here we go. I want to see Caitlin Clark in more of these actions, but here we go with Kelsey Mitchell. Don't pass this up. Go for a shot, KM. Ooh, good footwork. Amazing from Kelsey Mitchell. That was beautiful. I love that play from Kelsey Mitchell. Did y'all see that footwork from Kelsey? I love that. I love that. Getting down low, not passing up the ball. She's got to get active, and that's going to really help this team. This is a game where they're putting a lot of defense on Caitlin Clark, and they're also not going to her with the ball in her hand. So this is Kelsey Mitchell's time to shine. Give us 25, Kelsey. This is your game. This is your game. They're giving her space. She's having the most lanes of any ball handler on the Fever. More than Sophie Cunningham, more than Caitlin Clark, obviously. She's got to go to work. Going to have to get some threes? Yes. Yes, Raymond. We're going to have to get some threes. And the more Caitlin Clark puts the ball on the floor and gets down low, you're going to find Lexi Hole. You saw Kelsey Mitchell do it a couple times. If Caitlin Clark isn't able to do it and they're predicting the pass she's going to make, maybe Kelsey Mitchell needs to do it like we saw earlier in the game where she got that assist to Lexi Hole. Because once we attack the paint, they're going to bulk up down there and they're going to leave the perimeter players open. Here's Kelsey Mitchell. Okay, we're going to Natasha Howard. Pass the basketball. Yes. Yes. That's not a good pass, man. That's not a good pass from Caitlin Clark. It's predictable. You got to show something else. Right now, Caitlin Clark is being a little too passive, in my opinion. She's got to shoot the ball a little bit more because they're predicting these passes she's making. It's a couple turnovers now where off that pick and roll, Caitlin Clark is looking to pass it. And obviously, off the pick and roll, if they're going to send two bodies, you want to make the pass. But let's see this again. Yeah, you want to make the pass, but they're predicting that. So maybe don't go down low. Maybe go to a player at the top of the key for the pass if you're Caitlin Clark. That's amazing defense from Lexi Hall and Marina Mabry. Amazing defense. You left the perimeter player open. You can live with that. That's better than giving up a wide open layup. I would rather you give up an open three than an open layup. Force this Sun team that has 2 wins to beat you on the perimeter. They're not going to be able to do that. All right. Ooh, amazing. Amazing play from Aaliyah Boston. That is exactly what we were looking for earlier, guys. I said she needs to start shooting some mid-range shots. Beautiful from Aaliyah Boston. Beautiful. Shooting the mid-range. I like the dribble handoff. The fake dribble handoff play right there. Just beautiful. Is that not a push-off? But Marina Mabry's missing. That should have been a push-off, man. These refs. All right, pass the ball, Natasha. There we go. Oh, what are we doing, Natasha? You're not. She wants to be MVP so bad, man. Throw a simple pass. I'm not going to pick on her too much for that, though. Players do that sometimes. But come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? She shouldn't even brought it down the court. She should have passed it quicker than that. And she's a cone on the other side. Literally a bowling ball. Gets kicked down like a cone, like a bowling ball. Oh, man. But she's got, 10 points? Look at Kelsey Mitchell getting down low. It's and one. Count that. They're going to say no. That I think that was continuation. I thought it was, at least. I mean, they fouled her when she was going to the lane. What else is she going to do but shoot here? Maybe I'm not reading this right. Maybe I'm Doris Burke right here and I'm making bad calls. But I feel like that should have been continuation. ES said, why is Howard bringing the ball up? I don't freaking know, man. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's a good question. That's funny. I don't really know, man. God only knows what's going through her head. Caitlin Clark. What a shot. That was poetry. That was poetry in motion. What a beautiful shot from Caitlin Clark. Where else are you getting basketball like that, y'all? Where else are you getting basketball like that? There's no one else on the court who's going to be able to make a shot like that. And she was way downtown. Please replay that. Replay that for all of us at home. Because that was beautiful, y'all. Beautiful. Caitlin is going to have to save this game herself. Yeah, she is. She is. And she's made 2 3 so far today. I like one of those are off the dribble, and then one of those are off the catch. Yes. That was okay. That was some hope. All right, Caitlin Clark off the pick and roll. You see her make the pass to AB. She's got to shoot that mid-range if I'm her. But, hey, that's a good pass to the corner. Kelsey Mitchell's missing the threes, man. What is up with Kelsey Mitchell? This is not the Kelsey Mitchell from last year. Last year, Kelsey Mitchell was 10 times better, y'all. 10 times better. Right now, she's just not making layup off the catch. She's not hitting the threes, man. What's up with Kelsey? Natasha is freaking careless. Yeah, she is, man. She is. She is really careless. I don't know, man. She is getting turnovers. She's got 3 personal fouls, and you're looking at the box score. You think she's having a good game? No, she needs to be on the bench, deep in the bench. We need Dewana Bonner back so she can start. I know Dewana's not that good either, but I think Bonner's better. You give up a wide open mid-range shot there. I don't like that either. All right, Caitlin Clark. High ball screen with Aaliyah Boston, question mark. Yes, kind of, not a really a screen there. Make the pass to AB. That was a bad pass. You could have had a 3 there. And that's a missed layup. But you got the rebound, you get blocked. I mean, what are we doing, y'all? What are we doing as a team, as a basketball league? Not even as a team, not even just the Fever. As a professional basketball league, when are we going to stop missing this amount of layups? Because this is getting bad. It gets to a point, y'all, with these layups, like, what are we doing? Honestly, what are we doing? Because it gets to a certain point, y'all. It gets to a certain point with these layups. Howard isn't exciting, said Michael. Dread her with the ball. Yeah, no. I mean, she's not exciting, and she's also not really good. She's like Melissa Smith 2.0. They're always going to her down on that low post, and it never really is working out, y'all. I'm gonna just be honest. It's never really working out. The Sun defense is really good. Yeah, it's looking really good in this game. It's looking really good in this game. They're doing a really good job of predicting what the Indiana Fever want to do. They netted off that pick and roll, y'all. They're gonna try to, send 2 bodies, and off the 2 bodies, Caitlin Clark is gonna want to get it down low into the paint. And so they're doing a good job at selling off Caitlin Clark off the pick and then predicting the pass she's making. The layups are all contested, though. Yeah, the layups are contested, even though we're missing them. Howard, yeah, what is she doing? Also, I'm feeling the height of DB grabbing the rebounds. Dewana Bonner, yeah. I'm assuming you're talking about Dewana Bonner. Yeah, she wouldn't grab too many rebounds, if that's what you're talking about. It's freaking unreal. Yeah, it's unreal. The layups are unreal, y'all. It's a joke of a league. Like, I talk about Caitlin Clark. I make professional videos on Caitlin Clark. I do my best to treat this league professionally. I make videos on Paige Beckers when she had a good game. Like, I try to treat this league, to the players that actually play well with respect. But as an entirety of a league, this league is a joke because you can't continuously miss layups like this, y'all. Like a professional basketball league, and you can't make layups. That it's insane how many missed layups these teams miss, man. It's crazy, man. Natasha is passive. If she would just use some muscle and passion, I know she can. I don't know about that. I mean, there's times where she's passive. There's times where she's just bulldozing into the defense, shooting bad shots. So it's love-hate with Natasha for me. They're not playing big. Yeah, they're not playing big. You got to play bigger. And Aaliyah Boston she's the main player who's not really contributing down low or not really playing big. Just from she's had the most shots, but obviously they're swarming her down there, and she'll be better if she keeps shooting mid-range shots. These refs sucks. Women should not be ref. Coaches are commissioner in the W. I don't know about that, Matthew, but yeah, these refs do suck. They do in fact suck. There's some women who can do the job well. I think there's a lot of men who do the job horribly as well. So I won't say it's one gender. What's up, Carrie? Is it halftime? No, it's not halftime. We got about 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Caitlin Clark is kind of getting into a groove here. She's got 2 threes. If you're just tuning in, the interior defense is atrocious, and we're missing a whole lot of layups. Missing a whole lot of layups. That is the name of the game right now. Miss layups. Caitlin Clark inbounding the basketball. Amazing pass. You make the layup. Beautiful pass from Caitlin Clark right there. And actually, let me check. How many assists does Caitlin Clark have in this game? So far, she has 4 assists. She should have 8. She should be nearing 10 assists in this game. We're giving up another mid-range shot, and they missed that one. But we allow them to get an offensive rebound. Tina Charles, once again, looks like prime Jokic. Looks like prime Jokic out there because we have horrible interior defense. Yeah, Sun is double teaming Caitlin every single time she touches the ball. Yeah, they are. They are doubling her every single time she touches the ball, and that's not looking too good. She's got to go to more shots, I think, because they're predicting the pass. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's a shot. Easy shot. That's a good look. Good look from Caitlin Clark. She drills that one. They gave her way too much space there. Look, you see what's happening here. They are putting a lot of defense on Caitlin Clark, but the superstardom in Caitlin Clark is saying, if you give me just an inch of space, I'm going to contribute. So every single time this team makes a lapse, Caitlin Clark is seeming to make them pay. And you are playing against a team that's 2-8. So they're going to continue making lapses, and Caitlin Clark will continue making shots. And if that keeps happening, you'll win this game. They called foul there? Where was the foul? I don't think that was a foul. I mean, There was probably some contact, but every single time AB's down there and she gets hit like that, they don't call foul. Beautiful play from Caitlin Clark, though, y'all. It was exceptional. Exceptional. Bang. Yes, Mike Breen on the call. Bang. I'm sure he would give Caitlin Clark the bang. I know he won't give it to Halliburton. Oh, there was a foul. Was a technical foul. I missed something. What just happened? Was it a technical foul? I mean, let her see the ball go down. Let her see the ball go down. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna give her free technical fouls, is that their coach? He looks a little. I'm not gonna say nothing. He looks like he eats a lot of food. That's crazy. But is it though? You know, when it comes down to coaching, it's one thing that you have to have is respect. You know, your team is 2-8. It seems like you haven't controlled the locker room. That might not be their coach. Maybe it's assistant coach, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's get it. Let's go. Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's got 10 points so far in the first half, and they're putting that defense on her. This just shows how great she is. Ooh, I would have seen her. I would like to see her shoot that, but she had a little space there, man. I don't know about that, man. She's not trying to be selfish. Oh, what a steal from Caitlin Clark, though. Beautiful pass. Kelsey Mitchell make that layup. Yes, layups. Yes, layups. Shots, layups. Everything's looking good right here, man. That's what I like to see from Caitlin Clark. Even though I like to see her shoot the ball more, she's trying to get her teammates into it, which is good. Which is good, y'all. Which is good. Beautiful. What a steal from Caitlin Clark. This is what I like to see, man. Who says she doesn't play defense? Man, she's amazing defensively. Amazing instincts on the defense side of the basketball. That's not a foul? Did y'all just see Lexi Hall just get hit like that? Are we watching the same game? Are we watching the same game? Are we watching the same game? Are you serious? Are you serious? That's not a foul. There's no call there. That's insane. 2 steals CC. Yes, she is amazing on the defensive end right now. Y'all can say whatever y'all want, but there was a time in this season where she was number 1 in defensive win shares. I might need to check that out before the video tonight to see where she stands right now because she's playing amazing defensively and her instincts are great. All right. Beautiful pass from Caitlin Clark there. Sophie's got to shoot that. I don't like that shot from Demiris Dantas, but whatever. Good rebound. Kelsey Mitchell. You notice she's racking up the points right now, but Kelsey Mitchell, she is not shooting a lot of shots off the dribble. All of her points right now are just like off rebounds, off the catch, cutting back door. That's what I like to see, man. That's what I like to see. Matthew said he's got the volume down on the TV and the volume up here. This is great. Shout out to you, Matthew, man. Carter, would I rather have Sophie Cunningham on the team or Marina Mabry? That's a good question. Sophie Cunningham, because she's not going to take too many shots, and she's just going to be a role player. I'm late to the game. Where's Aaliyah? Aaliyah Boston is on the bench right now. They're putting the defense on her carry. Carry right now, Aaliyah Boston is not looking too good on the low post. Every time they're feeding her the ball, they are swarming her, and she's not doing good at making passes off of that. And she's also missing a lot of wide open layups. Cleaning up on the weak side, Kelsey Mitchell, nice. Yes, you like to see Kelsey Mitchell getting those rebounds, going up for those easy layups. It's beautiful offense from Kelsey Mitchell. She is best when she's playing off ball. And you also want to see her make some of those shots off the dribble, though. You got to see her getting to a groove in this game if you're going to win. I'm not loving some of this 5-man attacks on CC. Yeah, they're sending a lot of bodies there if that's what you're talking about on defense. But once again, Kelsey Mitchell's putting together. Caitlin Clark is putting together a game despite the defensive attention on her. Right now, she's got 10 points, 5 assists. She should have 10 points and 10 assists in this game. If we're being realistic, she should be on pace for a 2020 game right now. She should have at least 10 assists with all these bunnies they're missing. But she's having an exceptional game. She's not shooting the ball too much. There are some shots she's passing up on, but she's putting together a game, and it's showing you how great she is. It's showing you how great she is. Squirtle said he's sweating. Oh my gosh, you're sweating? Yeah, this game isn't looking too good. But once again, you do have an 8-point lead, and Caitlin Clark is showing up despite the defensive attention they're putting on her right now. This goes to show that She's a superstar. Like when you put this type of defensive attention on Paige Beckers, no offense to Paige Beckers, she's not going to be able to contribute at this level. There's levels to these players. There's levels to the people we give media attention. It's Caitlin Clark in terms of skill level. She's at the top. I think Nafisa Collier. You also got Aja Wilson in that conversation. But even of those three best players in the league, nobody's as exciting as Caitlin Clark. That's the thing. She's the most exciting. She makes the craziest shots. She knows how to let the game come to her. And I'm seeing this thing on the screen now. Kelsey Mitchell has 10 points. She's matched Caitlin Clark, and it's just off of easy plays, getting easy layups around the rim. She's not doing anything special. It's nothing extravagant. It's just playing off of the defensive attention that she's getting or that she's not getting and that Caitlin Clark is getting. All the gravity Caitlin Clark is drawing and just making those layups. I like this from Kelsey Mitchell. She might mess around and have 20, 25 points by the end of this game. And it might be like the last game in that fourth quarter. She might pop off, and then you might see her score 30, because she seems like she could score 20 just off Caitlin Clark gravity. That's how you want KM to play. We're back in this, though. Let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Good defense from Kelsey Mitchell here. We're looking good so far. If you're the Indiana Fever. We're up 8 points. You are playing the worst team in the league. So, grand scheme of things, I don't know how confident I am about the showing right now, but so far we're looking good. We're looking good in this game. Perimeter defense is been exceptional. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this team hasn't been shooting threes or mid-range shots. The perimeter defense has been exceptional. The interior defense has been worse than atrocious. The worst I've seen. And they're gonna go to Tina again down here, and Damiris Dantas is gonna do the best job anybody's gonna do. And she's going to mid-range shots now. Oh, my goodness. Tina Charles has just got skills, She's just got skills, man. It's not a good look. It's just not a good look, y'all. She got 16 points, y'all. She looks like Jokic. Literally, she's doing Jokic moves. Ooh, good pass. Amazing from Caitlin Clark. She'll make layups. Her teammates won't make her layups, but she'll make their pass layups. So you like to see that from Caitlin Clark. Amazing IQ to cut back door. You make the right pass. You're looking for her off the relocate when she plays off ball. It's a good sign. You got lucky there. She misses that layup. All right, now push it in transition, Caitlin. Let's go. Let's pick up the speed, y'all. Okay, Caitlin wanted to slow it down for some reason. She wants to go to a shot here. Amazing. I like that. And Kelsey Mitchell is eating off of it. She misses the layup. That was a good play. Caitlin Clark, she noticed she had a wide open. Okay, good. She had a wide open wing there, and she decides to get down low. Defensive attention comes. Kelsey Mitchell gets an open layup. She just misses it. Another open layup from Kelsey Mitchell, and she makes that one. That was almost a travel. I like that one, though. Once again, you got Kelsey Mitchell not playing off the dribble. She's not doing too much. She's not, trying to be Superman or Batman out there. She's just playing off of Caitlin Clark, and she's getting easy points in this game. What are you guys saying? Anytime a team plays us, they treat it like the Super Bowl. No joke. Nor do I blame them. Yes, these teams want to play the best when they play the Fever. But you know what Angel Reese said? I think it was Angel Reese. She said the teams, when they play her, they play their best basketball, which is interesting because that's what Angel Reese thinks. But it's really the Fever because all the media attention is here on these games. So many people are analyzing your every move. Oh, Caitlin Clark, what a shot. Oh, she missed that one, but that was close. Man, that was Caitlin Clark's best Steph Curry impression I've seen. That's definitely a Steph Curry type of shot right there. Most definitely. Oh, man, Robert with the $2. I believe your commentary is excellent. I appreciate you, Robert, man. Appreciate the $2 donation, man. Man, you're a legend. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're enjoying the commentary. But we got to get this win, man, so we can keep being positive, even though I am pointing out all the negative things here. For the most part, I think I'm 60% positive here. So it's going to be an excellent commentary as long as we keep seeing excellent things from the Indiana Fever. And one thing that is excellent right now is Kelsey Mitchell playing off ball. She's making use of the Caitlin Clark gravity. Oh, we are perfect 7 for 7 from the line. He just said that. I like that. Now you got AB, good defense on Tina, but Tina's going to the mid-range. That's good. I like that. If you're forcing her into the mid-range and she's not getting an easy layup, that's always a good thing. Kelsey Mitchell, step back 3-point jump shot. She's gonna hit that. Oh, she missed it. She's still not in a, like, no matter how many layups she's making, man, she's just not getting into a groove off the dribble. And that's like been her game before Kaylin even came around. And you totally collapse on the other end. Don't fold for this last 1 minute. Go into the second half with, in my opinion, you want to have a double-digit lead. As long as you have a double-digit lead, you're looking good. You're looking good, y'all. Turnover, what happened? Illegal screen. They're always calling that. What are we doing? I gotta analyze this one good time, because what exactly is happening with the Fever players to where we're always having illegal screens? That Caitlin? Yeah. I mean, that's not much. That wasn't much on Caitlin there. That wasn't much. You know, wide open three. Hey, you can live with that. I live with the giving up open threes, giving up the mid range shots, as long as they're not killing you in the paint, y'all. All right, now we got someone at the free throw line. I don't really know what happened. I guess it was off the rebound. She got fouled, and you're in the bonus, so it wasn't a shooting foul. Wow, $10 super sticker for Bronze Boy, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for the $10 super sticker, man. Hope you guys are enjoying the commentary. It seems like you guys really are. So I appreciate the $10 super sticker, man. God bless. God bless. Hopefully this game will keep us excited. Keep us excited, man. Keep us excited. All right. Getting down low, two people come to Sophie Cunningham there. Good pass to Caitlin Clark in the corner. I mean, I'm saying good pass. I don't really know if that's a good pass, y'all. It was just a pass. It was just a pass. It was just a pass, man. It was just a pass to Caitlin Clark in the corner. But they're calling the fouls, man. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what are we doing? You know, are we being too handsy? Are we playing too physical with the screens? What's going on here? What's going on here? All right, we got Mabry. She's playing against Lexi Hole. Amazing defense from Kelsey Mitchell. Wow, what good defense. And I don't know what the what's for that the Sun player. What was that? Oh my gosh. She looked like what's the dog's name? The one dog that plays basketball. Oh my gosh, the way she jumped for that layup was hysterical to me. Oh my gosh. Now we got a jump ball though. We're not gonna end off with the double-digit lead, but we're gonna end off with something. 8-point lead going into halftime. This is what I love to see from the Indiana Fever. Wow, Michael with the $10. I'm sorry, Matthew with the $10 super sticker. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys, man. Wow, you guys are being very nice today, very generous. I appreciate you. God bless, man. God bless. But let's get into our halftime report. Let's listen to Caitlin Clark first. Caitlin knows. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love Caitlin Clark, bro. She's saying exactly what I've been saying. That she has actual basketball, like she's seeing the game on the court from a coach's perspective. It's easy for me to see this stuff being on the sidelines, y'all, but she's seeing this stuff like on the court. She knows exactly what needs to happen out there. She's saying that we need to improve our interior defense, and if we can score on one end, it'll help us be set on the other end. I think that's what she was saying. But then more importantly, she said that they're really bulking up on the roll or off that pick and roll. So you need to start making that skip pass. That's what we were saying earlier. She saw that and she's making that, mental adjustment. And now you're going to see more of that in the second half because that's what she's going to be looking to do. I love that from Caitlin Clark. Amazing basketball IQ. Amazing, man. Amazing. Halftime adjustments. That's I think it's going to be interior defense. I think you want to get Demiris down to some more minutes because I think she did a pretty decent job on Tina Charles. So if you can get Demiris down to some more minutes, that would be good. and have her out there playing into your defense, that's going to be exceptional. You also probably, if you're looking just generally, you want to see Kelsey Mitchell get into a groove. Just when it comes to playing off the dribble, not necessarily off ball, because off ball she's been exceptional. Just cutting back door, getting the easy layups, getting the offensive rebounds, doing that kind of thing. But off the dribble, she's got to get into a groove. And I think coming into the second half, if Kelsey Mitchell just makes a couple shots, and they continue making layups off the Caitlin Clark feeds, it's going to be a win. Caitlin Clark isn't having the craziest first half so far. Still 12 points is better than most players in the league, but it's not, a 25-point first half. But she's taking what the defense is giving her. They're giving her some threes. She's making some threes. They're giving her a lot of open lanes. She's making a lot of the right passes. Only half of those have turned into assists. She's got 5 assists. But this game will continue to get better as long as Kelsey Mitchell will start making her shots. And then maybe you can try to see some of these players pack the paint. And off those packing the paint, or what I mean is maybe you can try to see more of these players get down low into the paint, a Kelsey Mitchell getting down low, a Caitlin Clark getting down low, and off the defensive attention, making that the passes to the 3-point players. Carter, Air Bud is the basketball playing golden retriever. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Air Bud. Yes, Air Bud. Yes, that's who that player looked like, Air Bud. How do I like the switching on defense? I think the switching on defense is good perimeter-wise. I haven't really been able to analyze the interior defense because I've just been complaining a lot. It's just making me look away. But perimeter-wise, I think the perimeter defense has been good, especially I like the switching. Interior-wise, we're just giving up wide open layups. And, even if you switch a lot and you come to help down on that low post, you just don't have the personnel to be able to stop these players. Your players are too small. They're too skinny. Yes, we need Dantes on defense in the second half, going to be physical and eat the size down low. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. She does a really good job down low in the paint interior wise. So I do think Dantes is going to be great on defense if you can have more minutes of her. But once again, you don't want to put, in my opinion, you don't want to have Dantes and AB out there on the court together. So it's going to be interesting the kind of minutes you want to get Dantes playing, because you want to have AB on the court, obviously, because she's going to draw a lot of defensive attention. And obviously off the pick and roll, it's going to open up a lot just having her on the court. But you also want Dantes for defensive purposes. Layups maybe will be great in the second half. Yeah, I mean, Caitlin Clark could have a double-double right now. She could have a double-double right now. She really could. But, they're missing all those wide-open layups. So, hopefully they can make some of those layups in the second half, and that'll be good for this team, because you could be up not 8 points. You could be up 20. Seriously. While we have time, hit that thumbs up button and like what Carter's doing for us, man. Appreciate you, Sir Jax. Yeah, you guys hit the thumbs up button, man. What Sir Jax said, this is a certified legend on the channel. Sir Jax is one of them. We have a lot of them, but he's one of them. Or it could be a ma'am. I have no idea. I'm assuming it's a sir, because it's Sir Jax, but you never know. I feel like part of the bad interior defense, at least for Boston, is that she's trying to stay out of foul trouble. Yes, that is a good point, and I tend to forget that, even though I've mentioned it in some of my videos. She is getting into a lot of foul trouble, but it kind of reminds me of Karl-Anthony Towns. I don't know if you guys know enough about NBA basketball or know Karl-Anthony Towns, but there's just some players who are very handsy. And so you got to work on being so handsy if you're Leah Boston, because a lot of it is your fault. Like, obviously they're calling a lot of tic-tac fouls on her, and they're weak fouls on Leah Boston. But then again, guys, you got to remember this. She is giving them things to call foul. Like, she's always being handsy. She's always touching other players. If you're Leah Boston, you've got to just work on, like, defending without fouling. It's something that every single young player has to go through. If Mary gets hot, the Fever might be in trouble. Are you talking about Mabry? Yeah, if Mabry gets hot, it's not going to be good for this team, because she got hot in the last time we played them, and she's been getting some good shots, some Mabry type shots, and she's been missing them. But one thing about Marina Mabry is this, y'all. She's going to be inefficient, and I can actually look at her stats right now on the season. This chick is shooting it 39% from the field, 32% from three. She's going to be inefficient. She's going to miss shots. This is what she does. She's a professional, inefficient player. Am I making plans to be a professional basketball commentator? Hey, if it happens, it happens. Hey, no more on that. But if it happens, it happens. I'm definitely not opposed to the idea. I would love to call games with Ryan, man. That'd be great. For Rebecca Lobo, it'd be great. What adjustment do you think the Suns are planning for us in the second half? I don't think you need to really make any adjustments. You're literally the worst team in the league. No, okay, actually, I take that back. There are some adjustments you can make if you're the Sun. I would say one adjustment you can make if you're the Sun is looking for your big man more on these plays, because although Tina Charles has she has 16 points, There are a lot of plays where you're not looking at her. They could literally just like say, we're going to her every single possession. And with their double big lineup, who's that other big they have? Olivia Nelson Ododo. Ododa. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing her name wrong, but they're going to be looking to go to her as well and just feed them. That's the adjustment they can make. But as I was going to say, there's not really many adjustments you need to make, Sir Jax, because, at the end of the day, you're the worst team in the league, arguably, and it's an 8-point game, and you're cooking them on the interior side of the basketball. And, you just got to live with, you're playing amazing defense on Caitlin Clark, and you're getting into the passing lanes. You're doing a lot of things right. You should be down 20 points right now, but you're not. You're not. Manuel said hi. What's up, Manuel? It's good to see you in here. This game has been kind of nasty. Yeah, it's been up and down. It's been turbulent. It's been turbulent. This game has been. That's the word. But right now, we might be cruising. I think this third quarter is going to be a big quarter. Don't allow this team to linger around. Like, you're a championship team. You want to win a championship, right? So go ahead and, kick this team out of the park right here. Have a home run right here. Get them out of here, coach. Make it a 20-point game in this third quarter and just cruise to victory. The turbulence will end. Within the next hour, Carter will realize he would rather have Mabry than Sophie. Yeah, I don't think these players are in the same boat, though. Me personally, Matthew. I don't think they're really in, the same bracket. I think Mabry's a better player, for sure. So, yeah, you would probably rather have Mabry. But then again, I don't know how I want Mabry coming off the bench. Or maybe you would. She's inefficient. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I like Sophie Cunningham for defensive purposes and the fact that she's also not taking a lot of shots. And if you add Mabry to the team, she's going to take a few shots away from Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. But if the question is she a better player? Yes, she is a better player for sure. Marina Mabry's better. I just have bad vibes. Said Squirtle Power. Your name has always thrown me off. Every time I say it, it's making me not take this seriously. But I just have bad vibes. Like the game against the Liberty was so great. It was such a pure basketball. Yeah. Caitlin, that was Caitlin Clark just being Caitlin Clark. Was the entire game for the entire team beautiful? I don't think so. But Caitlin Clark was beautiful. And I think we've got a good second half from Caitlin Clark in the works, y'all. We're up 8 points. I have bad vibes too, but you're up 8 points. And, this is a game where Kelsey Mitchell hasn't got going yet. I don't think she's going to get going. This is a game where Aaliyah Boston hasn't got going yet. I think she might actually get going. So I've got hope for this team. I got hope for this team, y'all. I'm still kind of behind on these chats. Let me get a little bit forward. Matthew said, I like Sophie for looking at. Oh my goodness. That's funny. I know a lot of you guys do. But I like her on the basketball court, aside from her looks. And I think she's also married, y'all. So mind that, y'all. Sir Jack said, I think Ari will be an asset in this game. She is too fast for those slow pokes in the sun. Yes, Ari McDonald will be exceptional. She'd be exceptional in this game. And she's going to be able to do a lot more of what Kelsey Mitchell does out there. She will be exceptional. And on defense will be exceptional. But she's not going to help your interior defense. And I think the thing with this Indiana Fever team is this. Your offense it doesn't really need too much work. Obviously the missed layups needs work, but your offense isn't that bad. The problem with this Indiana Fever team is your defense, primarily interior defense. So Ari could come in and help you with two things. And obviously she's going to make this team 10 times better. Don't misunderstand me. But she's going to come in, she's going to help you with two things. She's going to help you with perimeter defense, and she's going to help you with offense and making layups and cutting back door. And she's going to give you grit, and she's going to give you energy. She's going to give you effort. But she's not necessarily addressing the main problem for this team. And so from the Indiana Fever, the main problem for my team is interior defense. So either I'm going to start playing Michaela Timpson, or I would personally look for an interior big to play interior defense before I would look for Ari McDonald to come back. Me personally. Because Ari McDonald is obviously going to make this team better, but she's not going to make this team, from a playoff team to a championship contender. She's not going to put them over that hump. Only thing that's going to put this team over that hump right now is interior defense. Did Bonner get the boot? I think from what I've seen, she's been away from the team for personal reasons. I don't know what personal reasons look like. I don't know why she's away from the team. I would like to know why. I'm sure somebody's reported on it. I haven't been on Twitter too much lately. I don't know why, but she is away from the team last time I checked for personal reasons. Oh yeah, and this is exactly what Scott said. No idea what that means. That we're in the same boat, Scott. No idea what that means. What are personal reasons? I'm sure it's a pretty decent reason. Bonner came over to win a chip. So she wants to play basketball anything you can say about DeWanna Bonner goes on this channel, but one thing you cannot say factually would be that she's not here to win, because she said she came here to win a championship. So I think if she had no good reason to not be out, or if she had no good reason to be out, I don't think she would be out. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm right about that. We need a big interior defense before we need an interior big before Ari. Yes, we do. We do. But we also want Ari on the team. Don't get me wrong. We still want Ari. We want Ari too. If we could have both of them, that'd be good. That'd be good. What is Brianna Turner's contribution to the team? Activism, Twitter fingers, all that good stuff. No, she hasn't actually done too much on the team, so you got to give it to her. She's been off Twitter before she was in. Yeah, I mean, she's probably just on the sidelines. Good conversation on the bench. Number one cheerleader. Man, they should give her the cheerleader gear out there. That'd be great. Give some people some stuff to look at. I don't know. I would do some crazy stuff to get Jonquel Jones on the squad. Oh man, don't do that to us, man. Don't do that to us. We all want Jonquel Jones on the squad, man. Don't give us that kind of hope. Oh man, that'd be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But the only thing about a player like Jonquel Jones on the Indiana Fever is like you can't really play her with Aaliyah Boston, and I'm not ready to give up on AB yet. I think AB has a whole lot. So like with Jonquel Jones, I don't know if you want to run a lot of with Jonquel and AB. That's the only thing about a player like that bringing them to the Fever. Would Bonner still qualify for a cut of the commissioner's cut prize money after missing most of the games? Yo, what is the prize money? Like, what is the prize money? Is it like what, 25K? I know for the NBA it was like $1 million. What is it? I know these players aren't getting paid that much. So, oh, my light went off. My bad, y'all. That's worse, but it might be better. I don't know what that looks like. I didn't know how much they're making. Let me know, Sir Jax. 500K? 500K? Are you serious? Are y'all serious? Is it 500K per player or 500K is for the team and it's like split? So, okay, somebody's saying 50K. So is that like they're splitting it? Okay, 500K divided between all players. Golly. Wow. That's wow. Okay, because these WNBA players aren't making anything. That's like half most of these players' salaries. That's like half most of these players' salaries, y'all. And the game's coming back on shortly. Wow. So they need to win this then. And I'm assuming she would get a cut because she's on the team. I think she would get a cut because she's on the team. And unless she's like got money like that and she's like, you know what, I'm just gonna let you guys have it since I wasn't there. Maybe she's kind of like that. Wow, that's exceptional, y'all. That's exceptional. I spent a lot of money for these WNBA players because they're not making anything. So they got a lot to play for. I mean, 50K, think about it for a lot of you guys who might work regular jobs. Like 50K would be just a lot to add to your salary. So like you're playing for a lot, especially if you make like 100K a year, it's a lot to add to your salary. And most people aren't making 100K a year, but WNBA players are. So we're going off WNBA players. It's a lot of money. They have a lot to play for right here. A whole lot. Who would be my pick for ideal Fever big? That's a good question, but the game is on. So give me some time to think about that because I don't know. I do not know yet. I do not know. Caitlin Clark coming off a screen. Oh, she faked the screen. Ooh, what a floater from Caitlin. She missed that one. That was kind of unorthodox, but at least she shot the shot. I like to see her stop and shoot a mid-range there. I don't know what that was. It was like a gallop shot there, but at least she's shooting that. I like that from Caitlin Clark. That was just a little funky. A little funky. All right, Kelsey Mitchell. Win this, y'all. Caitlin Clark. Ooh, they missed her. They missed her right there. Lexi Hole. Amazing pass to AB. Beautiful. Shot clock violation. I love that play, though. Even though it was a shot clock violation, beautiful. Lexi Hole is amazing at making those passes. Are they going to challenge? They're not going to challenge. That was close. I thought they got that off, but it is what it is. That was a great pass from Lexi Hole, though. Great pass. Do more of that. We got to get stops on defense, though, y'all. Tina Charles, get into a drop coverage position. Why are we playing up so high? All right, we gave up a layup there. I want y'all to notice that. I want y'all to be aware of what y'all just saw. Y'all saw Natasha Howard like at the perimeter on defense. Notice that she's got to play in a drop coverage, and she's got to drop more in the coverage. Got to. All right, Kelsey Mitchell for 3. She's wide open. You got to hit that. Come on, Kelsey Mitchell, man. She's just stanking it up from the 3-point line right now. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I don't know what's going on, y'all. From with Kelsey Mitchell, it's just not looking good. And Marina Mabry is bricking, but it's a 6-point game at this point. You should be up by a lot more. You really should. But Lexi Hole is going to make those threes. Where Kelsey Mitchell misses them, Lexi Hole will make them. This is beautiful basketball we're seeing from Lexi Hole. When she's on the 3-point line and she gets it off the catch, dude, there's no one else in the league who's better. No one else in the league who's better. It's exceptional what we're seeing from Lexi Hole, man. She deserves all the flowers in the world. She's really came a whole long way. Whole long way. I don't like the way I worded that. She's came a long way. She wasn't this way last year. She's been putting a lot into her game, and she's been exceptional. If you're looking at her right now, besides or as compared to early on last year, you're wide open, Kelsey. You got to hit this 3-point shot. There you go. There you guys have it. She made the 3-point shot. Finally, Kelsey Mitchell's doing something. Finally. Hey, Scott just said Kelsey will eventually get hot. All-time scorer in the NCAA behind Kelsey Plum and CC. Yes, you're very right. She will eventually get hot. She will. And that shot is there. Last year, she started off the season very, very cold. I don't know if you guys remember that, but she started off bad, and then she got into a groove. Caitlin Clark, ooh, amazing pass. Make that layup, please. Oh, my goodness, that was beautiful. You guys saw the dribble and the amazing, I think it was a one-handed pass right there from Caitlin Clark. Beautiful playmaking. You know who that reminded me of? Or that pass, that was like a white chocolate kind of flash. There wasn't a lot of flair on it, but the one-handed pass reminds me of white chocolate just a little bit. I like that. That was just a good pass. Sunny R said she heard me. Yes, she did hear you because you just said Mitchell is off. We needed a click. And then, yeah, she heard me. There you go. She's making some shots. She's been getting a whole lot of wide open looks in this game, and she hasn't been making them. And it's just been every game for Kelsey Mitchell. She's finally making a few. In this game, that was her first 3-pointer. She was 1 for 5. She was 0 for 4 before that. But she's 7 for 12 from the field, and that's just off like easy layups. So you can look at the box score and think she's having an exceptional game, but she's not. She's just making use of that Caitlin Clark gravity, which is how Kelsey Mitchell is having a good game so far. And you're up 12, just like that. A beautiful stretch from the Indiana Fever. This is where you go up 20, y'all. We got to go up 20 right here. This is a stretch. Don't let this team stay in the game because their defense is good enough to bite you. If Marina Mabry starts making shots and you keep this as a close game, you could go down quickly. It's a 5-point game, say, and then Marina Mabry hits some of these threes she's getting, and then Tina Charles continues to make layups. It's not going to be good. So you got to go ahead and beat this team right here, right now, and this is the time to do it. Besides CC, obviously, Lexi Hole for MVP. I said what I said. You love the fanboying. That's a ridiculous take. Just got to say, it's a ridiculous take. But that is, you said what you said, and I like the fanboy or the fangirl. I like that. We love Lexi Hole around here, but MVP is crazy. That's crazy. We have several who could be MVP. Are y'all serious? Who are there several on the team who could be MVP? Does Nafisa Collier not exist? Does Aja Wilson not exist? Does Alyssa Thomas not exist? I'm not saying these players deserve MVP over Caitlin Clark because they don't, but they deserve MVP over the rest of the fewer players. Y'all are tripping. I ain't gonna lie. I voted for Lexi Hole for All-Stars. Yeah, she deserves All-Star. 1,000%. Best 3-point shooter in the league. One of the best effort players in the league. One of the best. She plays her role better than any player I've seen in the WNBA. Just exceptional. She definitely deserves the All-Star this year. Lexi is the only player that plays defense hard every possession. I agree. She is the only Fever player who's doing that. I think Ari McDonald, when she was on the team, she played defense. She played hard defense, but not every possession. You see Sydney Colson, she plays great defense, not every possession though, and she does play hard, but not every possession. You see Sylvie Cunningham, she plays hard, not every possession. Caitlin Clark too, not every possession though. Lexi for most improved player. That I don't know. She's been improving gradually since the end of last year. I would have wanted to give it to her last year more than I would have wanted to give it to her this year. Because I'm not gonna say she's too much improved because she was doing this last year. That would have been a award for last year. Me personally, though, you can still give it to her. I mean, she's exceptional. She's exceptional. I think she's an all-star. She deserves to be all WNBA. I don't know if they have all WNBA, but if they do, she deserves to be on it. She's just like a bona fide star now. Like, not even just a role player. She's a star. And here comes the pick and roll. Aaliyah Austin, why is she up so far on the pick and roll? Is it because she is expecting Tina Charles to shoot that three? Because I would live with her shooting that every single time. Why are we playing up so far off the pick and roll defense? We need to drop down because that's going to help you. If you play up so far, you're allowing these players to blow by you and get layups. If you play back, you're giving yourself a better chance interior wise. I'm not saying it a 3-second violation, but be down farther than that. You're just setting yourself to be blown by. That's how I'm feeling about that. Marina Mabry coming off a screen, great pass to this player with a very long name that I'm not going to try to pronounce, but if they try to go to her more, it'll be good for them. But the Indiana Fever are getting some stops here. We got to contribute on offense and make this lead something that is going to be impossible to insurmount. All right, Kelsey Mitchell. Step back, 3-point jump shot from Kelsey Mitchell. Brick that one. She's just not into a groove right now. She made that 1-3. It's not falling for KM. It's not falling. It's not falling. It's not looking good, y'all. It's not looking good right now for Kelsey Mitchell. She's got to get into a groove, y'all. She's got to, because if she stays this way, y'all, it's not going to be good for this team. You can't win a championship with Kelsey Mitchell missing all her shots off the dribble. You need to take some of that pressure off Caitlin Clark. And Kelsey Mitchell's obviously contributing, but she's contributing because of the attention Caitlin Clark is taking off of her. Caitlin Clark is not able to get any easy looks because Kelsey Mitchell is taking attention off of Caitlin. You know what I mean? So it's got to go both ways a little bit. And Kelsey Mitchell has the skill to do that. She just got to start making some shots. And hopefully it comes before playoff time at least. AB getting down low. Missed that layup, man. That's a bunny. You got to make those layups, y'all. And Kelsey Mitchell in the corner for 3 just bricked it. Oh, my gosh, man. We're missing wide open layups, and then we're also missing those wide open threes. But luckily, you're up 12. You're up 12. Kelsey Mitchell's got to get into a groove, and AB's got to stop missing layups, guys, because that's not any good. That's not any good. All right, you got Lexi Holt pushing the pace, finding Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark coming off a screen, finding Aaliyah Boston. Lexi Holt on the 3-point line. Second pass to Kelsey Mitchell. Please make that shot. Oh, my gosh. Good rebound from Natasha Howard, though. Oh, my gosh, Kelsey Mitchell, man. Oh, my gosh, man. You got to start making some of those shots. Like, you're wide open, man. And these are the shots she hit last year. These are the shots that we've become accustomed to Lexi Holt hitting. She was one of the best 3-point shooters in the league last year, one of the best shot creators in the league last year. But right now, she can't buy a shot to save her life. Matthew said, Carter, face it. Kelsey isn't great for the team. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything like that until the end of the season. And the reason I won't say that is because last year she started off slow and then she got into a groove. So, and the rhetoric also isn't really good considering you can't really move on from her right now with how much you're paying her. So I won't say it to the end of the year, but so far it's not looking like she's good for the team. It's not looking like she's good for the team. It's not, so far, Matthew, so far. Your game is like 5 seconds behind. Maybe try to refresh it if you haven't tried that. I don't know. That's interesting. Maybe just WNBA incompetence. Kelsey is a bucket. I have faith in her. I do too, man. She is a bucket. And, if she gets back to what she did last year, that'd be amazing. But right now, she's just not looking like the kind of player you want on her team. And a lot of WNBA players just have games like this. A lot of the great WNBA players aren't as efficient as Caitlin Clark is. There's no one really else who's a shooter like Caitlin who is as efficient as Caitlin. So, that's just the way these things go right now. What the heck is going on? Did they just push Caitlin Clark to the ground? What the heck is going on right now? What is wrong? What's happening right now? What is that? What just happened? Please replay that. Hurry up and replay that. We need to see what's happening. Show me what happened. Caitlin, what just happened? She got hit. What happened? She hit her? Oh, and Caitlin hit her back. And then they came and pushed her. Okay. All right, okay, all right. So Caitlin got hit. There was a cheap shot there from Kate. Somebody hit Caitlin Clark, hit her in the eye, and Caitlin Clark got kind of pissed about it. So she hit back, and then this big player's coming over, pushed Caitlin Clark down. That's interesting. They're gonna give Caitlin Clark a tech here. It's probably gonna be a double tech, and it's gonna. Who did they say was gonna get ejected though? I don't see anything worthy of ejection here. I don't see anything worthy of ejection. But JC Sheldon's always playing dirty, y'all. She's always playing dirty. Oh, that's what you guys are saying in the chat. What just happened? I missed it. Yeah. What just happened was Caitlin Clark gets hit. JC Sheldon is like obviously annoying Caitlin Clark, so she hits her back, and then they get into a little scuffle here. I don't think that's ejection worthy, y'all. Me personally, I think that's a flagrant, maybe not a flagrant. I think it's a tech. She's doing a little much. Probably a flagrant or a tech. I wouldn't eject her for this though. I like the fact that Caitlin Clark pushed her back. But it's Mabry. I missed the Mabry. Okay, Mabry comes in and pushes her. I missed that until now, y'all. Okay, Mabry needs to get ejected because she's doing too much. That's your freaking teammate. Your teammate's hitting her in the eye. Caitlin Clark pushes her back. Why are you coming over like doing all that? Like, why are we trying to play thug? Why are we trying to play thug? Marina, you're not about that life. You're not about that life. Don't make me do a deep dive into you in one of my videos, Marina, maybe, because I'll find out what house you grew up in, because I'm assuming you're not a thug. Stop trying to play thug. Why are we doing that? Why are we coming over trying to get active as if like this yo blocking you run it? It's not even that deep, and you weren't even a part of the play. She needs to get ejected. Carter, eye gouge by JC. I think so too. I don't know if it was intentional. I got to see it one more time. Was it intentional? Was it intentional? Let's see. I don't know if that was intentional, y'all. I mean, she's playing a little too physical. I like Lexi Hogan in there. She's playing a little too physical. I don't know if that was intentional. She kind of flicked for the ball. I don't know if that's ejection worthy. I don't know if they're going to eject her. It could have been intentional, but I don't know if there's enough evidence to say that was intentional, because it has to be like clearly. Like obviously we know JC Sheldon is a dirty player, but it has to be clear for them to go ahead and eject. Connecticut thugs at it again. Y'all crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Toss Mabry now. Yeah, if anybody's getting tossed, it's Mabry. I think Mabry has more reason to be tossed here than JC Sheldon. Let's see what the refs come up with. Love Lexi getting in it. Yes. Stick up for Caitlin Clark. She's getting hit in the eye. Y'all trying to injure the cash cow of the league. This is the reason anybody's even watching the game. The reason we know Jason Sheldon's name is because of Caitlin Clark. You know what I mean? Reason we know Marina Mabry's name is because of Caitlin Clark. That might have been intentional, y'all. That might have been intentional. Looking at it again, that might have been intentional, actually. Sheldon, that might have been intentional. I take it back. I'm going to eat my words. I think that might have been intentional from JC Sheldon right there, hitting her in that eye, because the ball is down low. Why are you hitting at her face? I think they both need to really be ejected at this point. Yeah. And the eye doesn't matter if it's intentional. Well, I would say, like, I think body above the head that's flagrant language, but I don't know if that's ejection language, because ejection is flagrant too. That might be like a flagrant one, flagrant two, and flagrant one. I think there's a big disparity between the two. I think JC is dirty. You definitely need to give her a tag here. You definitely need to give her a flagrant one, in my opinion. I don't know if you give her an ejection though, because ejection is a little bit more than that. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna give her an ejection. I don't think they're going to, because I don't know if you can say it's deliberate. I think Clark pushed back because of Sheldon being on top of her after the eye hit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Sheldon like was trying to enforce it. She's like getting in there. JC she's a dirty player. I don't know what's up with these players who obviously grew up in the suburbs, or I don't know. Maybe you didn't grow up in the suburbs, but you don't seem very thug. Why are you trying to be thug for? It's just that WNBA culture rubbing off on these players who have no business being thug. Like, like you have no business being thug. Stop trying to be thug. Like, what are we doing here? Why is she trying to get all up in Caitlin Clark's grill? You can be aggressive. Like, there's people who are actually thugs who play basketball. Like Marcus Smart actually comes from that thug life, and they don't like do all this. They like Pat Bev actually comes from that. But they don't do all this. They just get in your grill. They play defense. You don't have to actually be dirty and get all in somebody's grill. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do all that. Just show it with your defense and with your intensity and effort. And it's just taking way too long. Come up with something, y'all. This is taking way too long. It's taking way too long, y'all. It's taking way too long. These refs are, I know they're trying to figure out what to do, but I already said what I would do. I would call it a flagrant one. I wouldn't eject her. I would eject Mabry. It's that simple. What are we deliberating about? They should both go. She kept bumping after the foul. Yeah, she did keep bumping after the foul, y'all, but that's basketball. I know some of you guys might be new to basketball. I don't know if you specifically are, Sonny, but like that's, they don't eject you in the NBA for that. They're not going to eject you for like a bump. If that was the case, then Pat Bev would never live in NBA games. I think you give him a tech, you give him a flagrant. I don't think that's an ejection, but if she does something else, you eject her. Mabry, on the other hand, needs to be ejected. Mabry needs to be ejected. I'm not going to say that JC needs to be ejected, though. That's my intention or opinion. The crowd is not happy. Why would they be? Why would they be? Because you're poking Caitlin Clark in the eye, and then Mabry's coming in there. They're trying to gang up on her, and it's like, what are y'all doing that for? Y'all are like the least thug players on the team. And you know what I mean? Why are y'all trying to be about that life? Come on, man. Come on, man. WNBA is a clown league for sure. Yes, it's a clown league because you're encouraging this type of behavior. These players they're thinking they have to be this way. You have to be hard to kind of stand up for yourself, to earn your stripes in the league, because that's how players are in the league. So you're playing physical, and Mabry was getting into it with the Sky and Angel Reese. That's just they feel like they have to be this way. Mabry's gonna stay in the game. This is a joke. A joke. Mabry needs to get ejected. Exactly what the commentator just said. If sprinting over to a player and bumping them to the ground doesn't get you ejected in the game, what exactly gets you ejected? Is that intentional? Like what about that is not an ejection? I tried to give JC the benefit of the doubt, right? But as far as Mabry, like, she gets no benefit of the doubt. That should have been an ejection. Scott said, I have a feeling CC is about to go off. Oh yeah, because like, what the heck is that? She just came over and she makes the free throw. What the heck is that, yo? What the heck is that? What the heck is that play? What the heck? That's she's getting 3 free throws. Wow. Okay, so they both got flagrants. Okay, so they both got flagrants. So she got 3 free throws. I'll take that. I'll take that as a CC fan. We got 3 free throws off that, 3 free points. You know what? I'll take it. But Mabry should be gone just for the league. Mabry should be gone. She should be out of here. What's this big guy doing over here, man? Go sit yourself down, man. Go sit down, man. Oh, okay. They're right where he is. Maybe he's not getting involved. I thought the coach was getting involved, man. Go sit yourself down. And we get a turnover immediately. Now Mabry is. Why is this chick in the game? Why is she in the game, man? I'm excited to see what the Ben Daniel podcast has to say about this. I will be tuning in the moment his take comes out, because I'm excited to see what he has to say about this, because this is totally incompetence. All right, get a ball to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin's about to shoot on this play. I'm calling it. She's shooting the ball on this play. I'm calling it right here, right now. I'm calling it. She's shooting the basket. No, she's not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Lexi Hole getting down low. Easy layup from Lexi Hole. How are you missing that? Good rebound, though. Good rebound, though. Caitlin Clark's going to get one off soon, y'all. She's going to get one off soon. I think she's about to have a bomb. She needs to heat check these chicks, because why is she in the game? They just hit Lexi Hole to the ground. What's going on? What the heck is going on, man? They playing really hard out there right now. That wasn't malicious, I don't think. I mean, she put a lot of into that screen right there. She put a lot of you know what I mean? They're definitely playing dirty a little bit out there. I don't like what I'm seeing right here, man. You got a good game out there. You got one team playing exceptional defense on the Indiana Fever, the Fever making use of the cracks in the offense, but then you got all of this going on, and it's taken away from good basketball. Nobody likes this. Nobody likes this. All right, Caitlin Clark getting the basketball. Good pass to AB to shoot that mid-range jump shot, and she's going to miss that. I like that. They're booing for Mabry every single time she brings it down. That's what I love to hear. Good defense here. Good defense here. Amazing defense. Amazing defense from Caitlin Clark. Amazing help. You get the steal. That was all Caitlin Clark right there. Who says she can't play defense? Because she can. Exceptional. Caitlin Clark getting the ball down low. All right. Layup. Ooh, missed that one, though. Missed that one, though. You got to make these layups if you're a team collectively. That's the first missed layup for Caitlin, I think, on the game. But you got to make those layups, man. You got to. Professional basketball league, you got to make layups. I'm getting kind of hot. I'm sweating. Let me turn my fan on, man. This passion's got me sweating. All right, we're inbounding the basketball. Did I see just Caitlin Clark go to the bench? Yeah, she did. All right, coming off the screen. Going to Kelsey Mitchell in the... Another illegal screen? Why do we keep having illegal screens, y'all? What's going on with that? What's up with the illegal screens, y'all? What's up with the illegal screens? Was that an illegal screen? Did I miss it? All right, corner three-point jump shot. You can live with them shooting threes. You see, we're beating this team the moment we forced them to get out to the three-point line, and you got to give it to the Fever. You're forcing them. Oh, and she's going to make that one, but it's cool. They missed like the last 8. You're forcing them to shoot perimeter shots, and you're not allowing them to get down into the paint like earlier, which is amazing for this Indiana Fever team. An amazing adjustment you've seen at halftime to contribute to that. Kelsey Mitchell's got to shoot that 3. I know she's been missing it. She's got to shoot that. You're open, man. Are you going to get a better shot than that on this play? No, you're not. You're not going to get a better shot than that. You got to shoot it. She's losing confidence with all these missed shots. Well said. I feel you, Carter. I stopped sitting down after these sacks. Yeah, man. I'm sweating, man. I'm getting a little sweat. Oh, maybe I'm not getting too sweaty, but I'm getting a little oily. No Diddy. Getting a little oily. Let's see what we got going on, man. All right. Demiris Dantas on the low post. She's going to work down there. Going to work. That's a layup. Easy. Demiris Dantas, you love to see it. This is a cruise to victory right here. Just continue forcing them to shoot perimeter shots and continue contributing on the other end and get this lead to 20 before the end of the third quarter. That's the goal. No Caitlin Clark out there. Push it to 20. Let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. All right, off the pick and roll, you're forcing more threes right here. Mabry is on crack, bro. She's on crack. I mean, she's acting like she sells crack, and now she's on crack with these shots. There's no way you're hitting that, Mabry. Totally ridiculous. You know, she wants to be a drug seller. She can do that. She wants to be a gangster. She can do that. And she also wants to obviously be intoxicated and lose her mind with these shots because there's no way you're shooting that over 2 defenders. Caitlin Clark don't be shooting shots like that. All right, let's get it, y'all. Let's go. All right, we're getting down low into the paint. Easy layup from Kelsey Mitchell. She bricks it. What's up with these missed layups, y'all? This is incompetence at its finest. You're up 14, so it's cool, but this is incompetence at its finest. Big time steal from Sydney Colston, almost a steal. You don't come up with it. Continue playing good defense. Good defense, because they were going to that big man right there. That you live with that shot. That's Jaylen Brown. I didn't even realize it's Jaylen Brown. That's Jaylen Brown, huh? Shout out Jaylen Brown, man. All right, you got Kelsey Mitchell getting down low. Yeah, you live with that shot, y'all. What y'all got to say? The Fever need to do rebound drills 24/7. Yeah, they need to do rebound drills and they need to do layup drills. Like it's those are one of the simplest drills that you can do. Like every single level of basketball, you do those drills. Those are like my favorite drills. You got one line of players and the other line of players. That's totally elementary, but that's what the Indiana Fever need to do. One line of players who are shooting layups and the other line's getting the rebounds. That like layup lines is exactly what this Fever team needs to do. Go back to elementary basketball. We did that in AAU, y'all. Did that in AAU. It was my favorite thing to do. You know, that's AAU basketball, but they need to do that. Layup lines, one line shooting layups, the other line getting those rebounds, and that's going to help this team tenfold. Still got a 14-point lead. This has not been the best stretch of basketball over the past 2 minutes. No Caitlin Clark, but you're playing pretty decent right here, and you're forcing them, you know, to shoot shots that are not like this fadeaway shot. And she makes that. But once again, guys, you live with that. Like, that's just good defense, better offense. You're not allowing them to get around the rim to make those layups. You can't be too mad at that. I just got to contribute on offense and keep forcing them into those. Eventually, this team was going to get going, but it's not the kind of going to where it's close. You have a pretty comfortable lead, so they're going to eventually start missing. All right, Damiris Dantas is going to the free throw line. Damiris Dantas has been, she's been an underrated player in this game. She's been exceptional, y'all. She really has. She's been pretty good in this game. Damiris Dantas has been playing good on defense. She's been having good touch around the rim. She hasn't been missing too many layups. She's had a pretty decent game. I like what I've seen from Damiris Dantas so far. And what's that make it? 7 points for her? I like her game. And the Fever are 14 of 14 from the line. That's what the commentator just said. That's exceptional for this Fever team. That's exceptional because if you miss some of those free throws, we'd be in a whole different predicament. But you got a 14-point lead. You've been making your free throws. You've been missing a whole lot of layups, but the free throws have helped you. And you've also gotten to a point where you're forcing this other team to, once again, shoot perimeter shots, shoot mid-range shots. They're not getting easy layups like they were early on in the game. That's the good adjustment from the Indiana Fever. And Caitlin Clark said it, in the interview at halftime. She said that they need to work on the interior defense. You've seen them come out and do that. Kelsey Mitchell, step back, mid-range jump shot. She's going to hit that. She's going to hit that. I called it. She's going to hit that. That was beautiful. That was just a flowy shot from Kelsey Mitchell. And maybe we need to see more of her get into the mid-range because consistently throughout the year, I've seen the mid-range going down more for Kelsey Mitchell than the three-point shot. So maybe just more mid-range shots. They're calling a foul on that. They're calling a foul on that, y'all. They're calling a foul on that. Are they? Are they not? They're gonna review it. Okay, whatever. Cool. What you guys got to say? I'm interacting with you guys. You guys got this game break. Let me know what. Drop some comments. You guys shift the narrative of our narrative here on Convos with Carter. Let me know what you guys want us to talk about. Raquel said it's definitely a foul. Yeah, she does have her. She does kind of have her. I mean, yeah, it's a foul. But is it before the? Is it before the? Is it? It's. I think she got that. She's in the shooting motion with like 0.1, y'all. She's in the shooting motion with like 0.1, y'all. Hardly for breathing. For breathing, yeah. I mean, it's something though. It's something. So they're not gonna change it. They're not gonna change it. But I mean, I don't know why you call that. Like, why are you so whistle? Why are you so eager to blow your whistle at the end of the quarter with no time left for a team that's down 16 points? Like, why are you so antsy to blow your whistle? That's my question. Because is it something? Yeah, but like, there's sometimes where I'm like, if I'm a ref in that situation, and I want to get my ref license to just ref like some recreational games here and there, just to get to my feet in the water. I got a couple of friends actually who got their referee license. I want to get mine so I can just get into there because like I need to experience it firsthand, y'all. Because why are you so antsy to blow your whistle right there? There's little contact, but it's just not enough. Carter, I know my ideal big for the Fever. I haven't been thinking about it. Been watching the game, but that's a good question. Arik, what's her name? Is it Agumake? I'm trying to think of her name. Not Agumake. What's the chick's name? Y'all know. What is her name? I gotta think of her name now. It starts with an O. Her last name starts with an O. She's like a power forward. She's not gonna help with your interior defense, but she's gonna help with your power forward. She's gonna be better than a Tasha Howard. She's not gonna help all the way, but she's gonna help some. I can't think of her name. Nneka Ogwumike. That's her name, I think. Nneka Ogwumike. Is that her name? Nneka Ogwumike? I don't know her name. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. No way I could be a ref. You've got 20/20 eyesight. Nah, I probably couldn't. I got too much morals, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Christian, and God loves an honest judge. He loves an honest judge, and a dishonest judge is detestable to the Lord. It's all throughout your Old Testament. So I couldn't do it, but I'd be too good of a ref. Da, 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 da. Do I think CC is going to come out? Do y'all think CC is going to come out swinging, or is she defeated? I think CC is going to come out swinging in this fourth quarter if she gets an opportunity. But it's at that certain point in the game where it's like, you're winning big time right here. You got a 16-point lead. She can really just cruise. But I think she'll probably start the fourth quarter. She's got 15 points, 6 assists. She might give you a couple threes. She might end up with, over 20 points and just get some more assists. I don't think she needs to come out and have a crazy game. She can save that for later. You're playing against the worst team in the league and you're up 16. Agumba Wale, yes. Agumba Wale. Because Agumba K is like the announcer. I keep getting them mixed up. Agumba Wale, yes. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Catherine. That's what I'm thinking about. Mr. Quipster said Agumba Wally. I don't think that's how you spell it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh man, that's the Walmart version. Misspelled. I got you, man. It's all good. It's all good, man. Let's see. This game is a dogfight. Well, yeah, you got some dogs scrapping out there, but I don't. Dogfight is in like close game back and forth. No, Caitlin Clark's not going to start at the fourth quarter. Interesting. I ref in other sport, and refs are definitely seeing things differently than fans do. Interesting. Yeah, because I mean, you are right there. You are right there, and obviously, you have a better look at it than the camera. So you got to give some refs some grace. And they're making 16K a year. They're not making any money, and they're also being told the decisions to make. Rachel Namita, she made an amazing video on that. I love to collab with Rachel, but we'll see if that ever happens. Rachel is like very high in the space. She's like a 2K TV person, but she does really great work. I love the video she made. I don't know how easy it'll be to reach out to her, but I would love to do a sit down with Rachel. What just happened there? Another offensive foul. It just keeps happening for the feeder. I don't know what they do, but they get called for it all the time. I guess Cheryl Schultz was right. The only way this is all going to happen is if Caitlin Clark gets up and swing on these girls. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Michael, but I don't know. I don't know. I think she's given enough. She's given just the right amount. Like she's, pushing back. You don't need to really swing on them, but she's pushing back. I think if you swing on them, like you're giving them what they want, and all they're trying to do is just make her look bad. Because Caitlin Clark is the perfect PR pony, and they want to make her look bad because they're jealous of her and they hate seeing her being, the perfect player, and so they want to get her off her game. They want to get her to fight. They want to ruin her reputation. I think you kind of play into what they want. Big time shot from Donta. She's been amazing today, but you kind of play into what they want if you swing. I watched that video as well. Exceptional. Very good. You said very good. I said exceptional. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if she's live right now, but she made a good video, man. She really did. I want to go live with Rachel for the one time. We don't want CC dragged down into the mud. Yeah, nobody wants her dragged down into the mud, man. Yeah, but they're doing that thing where they're trying to be very physical with her, kind of like they do with Steph Curry. And I think they have kind of the same type of ordeal going on. Caitlin Clark and Steph Curry, they're both like the baby assassins. They're so likable, and people it gets under their skin. Like when you got a player who's so likable off the court, so cold on the court, it just irritates you. Like you want to see this player fail. You want to get physical with this player because you hate this person so much. You hate how perfect this person is so much that you just want to fight them. And that's what you're seeing. I love this comment, man. Appreciate you. Step 1, turn on games. Step 2, mute TV. Step 3, watch Carter live, man. One day I'm going to be on these games, and then you'll be able to just watch the TV with the volume up and get good commentary. I promise you, I could be out there right now and be better than Doris Burke. I promise you. Doris Burke sucks. No offense to Doris. Maybe I'll have to do a game with her one day. Oh my gosh, I don't like Doris, man, on the call, but maybe I shouldn't say things like that if I do want to be calling these games one day. Big time mid-range shot from the other side, but you're up 13. You got a comfortable lead. I want to see Caitlin Clark come back in for one last stretch. Let Kaylin sit the rest of the game. Sheldon and Mabry are dirty. I mean, yeah, you really don't need her to come back, but it'd be good for the stats and the MVP race. I want to see her get at least over 20 tonight. It'd be good because she could, just see her get some more shots up. That's why I want to see her come back in the game. It'll just be good. See her get some more shots up. And they're hitting three, so it's a 10-point game. Now she's got to come back in because they're cutting this lead down. They're cutting this lead down. And Jaylen Brown's trying to have a revenge game. She's like, you should have kept me on the team. Well, if they didn't keep Enrique, they're definitely not going to keep you, Jay. And if you were still on the team, you'd be gone now because they would have cut you for Enrique. Or I said Enrique. Why am I saying Enrique? I mean Ari. Doris sucks, but no offense to Doris. Yeah, I did say that. Oh man. Yeah, no offense to her, but she sucks. I don't mean to bring any negativity her way, but she's trash. Doris Burke. Yeah, this was a good timeout. They're gonna come back. I don't know about that. I don't know if they're gonna come back. You still got a 10-point cushion. I don't know if the Sun team is good enough to come back. I think it'll be good if they bring Caitlin Clark back in right here, right now. You can avoid the comeback. Guess we're giving the game away. The energy was low this game, and it's even lower. Oh shoot! Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Sorry, it's my second water bottle. Just spilled some water on me. Yeah. I'm not gonna say they're giving the game away, y'all. I'm gonna say they're slipping. I don't think it's over though. I don't think they're giving the game away. I wouldn't say all that yet. Love this live. Love you for being in the chat. Appreciate you. It's good to see you around here. Up north, me girl. Appreciate you. Raymond said Z's. Are you sleepy? What's going on? If the Fever lose, I'm blaming Steph White. If the Fever lose, I'm blaming the players. All those missed layups. If they lose this game and it's close at all, it's the players' fault. That's who you blame first, in my opinion. Because you missed all them doggone layups. Stephanie White is a problem to this team. Yeah, she's a problem. She can be a problem, but I think they're gonna hold on to the victory though. So no need to get too negative. I'm trying to be optimistic. This might come back to bite me. Don't clip this, y'all. Don't clip this and put it on TikTok or Twitter and at me saying Carter was wrong because they could lose this lead, but I don't think they will. Blame Stephanie. Y'all are crazy. Oh man. Oh man. I saw somebody say Whiteside. It was the funniest thing. Oh man, Whiteside. It was so funny. Somebody said Whiteside. Yeah, Carter too complacent keeping CC on the bench now. Yeah, I think they're gonna bring her in right here. If they're not bringing her in, I don't know. Maybe they're not gonna keep her in. That would be crazy. But they need to bring her in right here, right now. This is the time to bring Caitlin Clark in the game. Then again, she's coming off injury, y'all, and there might be like a little bit of protocol. Maybe they're not trying to just play her too much. How many minutes has Caitlin Clark played so far in this game? I'm curious. She's played 24. She's played 24 minutes. So how many minutes are left in the game? You got 7 minutes left. So she'll at max she finishes off with 30 minutes, 31, 32 minutes. So you can put her back in the game right here, right now. I'd be cool with that. And she's back. She's back. Caitlin Clark coming off the screen here. Makes the pass to Didi. Didi makes the pass to Lexi Hull. Sophie Cunningham got it mixed up. Amazing layup from Sophie Cunningham, though. Push it to 12. I like to see that. Making the layup. You want to win this game down the stretch and allow the team to come back. Every layup matters. Good defense from Sophie Cunningham. She's getting active. We're picking up the intensity on the defense side of the basketball. You see Lexi Hull getting in there, but you left the. Oh my God! You just got lucky. Wow. You just got really lucky. All right. Cool. Caitlin Clark. If Fever lose, blame it on the tears. Oh my gosh, bro. Y'all crazy, bro. Oh man. Oh man. You know what? If the Fever lose, blame it on Trump, man. Everybody blames everything on Trump. Blame it on Trump. Blame it on Joe Biden too. Caitlin Clark missed that 3. I like to see her shoot that though. 3-point shot in the corner. Golly. Golly, what an airball. Golly. Full court pass. Oh, man, she couldn't hold on to it. But Lexi Hull, sidestep, find Caitlin Clark again. Oh, Aaliyah Boston 3-point shot. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. She shot a 3. She shot a 3. She shot a 3. Oh, my gosh. Let's go. She shot a 3-point shot, y'all. She shot a 3 and she drilled it. Oh, my gosh. More of that, please. Y'all know I love when Aaliyah Boston shoots 3-point jump shots. Beautiful, beautiful. She was wide open. She shot it. She drilled it. It's so pure. Why don't she shoot it more, man? She's like the perfect Karl Anthony Towns for the Indiana Fever, and she just doesn't shoot it. Oh, my gosh. That was beautiful. Bang. AB drilled the Boston drilled the 3. Yes, 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 yes. We love to see that. And she was so calm after she hit it, you know. So we've seen a mid-range shot from AB in this game. We've seen a 3-point shot from AB in this game. She hasn't been able to get the ball down low and do anything with it because they're sending bodies on the roller. And Caitlin Clark said that at halftime, and so they acknowledge that. And so AB she's making the mental adjustment to shoot shots or to not try to go down low in the paint. You've seen her making the passes. You haven't seen her like getting swarmed in the paint because she's not shooting it down there. She's realizing what's going on and she's making the correct adjustment. But you still got a 13-point game. The Connecticut Sun are in striking distance if you're the Indiana Pacers, but they're not the Pacers, and they're what, bro? What's that? That was hard, bro. That was a hard foul. That was a hard foul. That was a hard foul, y'all. That was a hard foul. They're getting really hard with Caitlin Clark. That was a hard foul. I wish they would replay that. I want to re-see that. They didn't tip that. Yeah, they didn't tip that. That was, man. Did they tip that? It seemed like they tipped that. Did they not tip that? Maybe they didn't tip that. But that's a turnover. That's a turnover. Backcourt violation, y'all. Please catch me up on the attack on CC's eye. Attack is a strong word. I don't know if it was an attack, y'all. But JC Sheldon is a dirty player, and JC Sheldon hit her. She shouldn't have been going that. It seemed like she was going for the ball, but the ball is down low and the face is up here. So she's being too physical. I don't know if it was deliberate or not. I'll have to relook at it before the video tonight. And maybe I'll make a video about it, or maybe I'll make another video about it another time. But yeah, I don't know if it was an attack, but she was, getting real physical. The attack was really Mabry. Mabry was the attack. Mid-range shot from Caitlin Clark. You love to see that. Get into the mid-range. Beautiful basketball. Beautiful basketball, y'all. But yeah, the attack was Marina Mabry. I don't know about JC Sheldon. Bro, the lady, I won't show that. The young woman attacked her. I don't know. I would say Mabry attacked her. I don't know. I don't know if that was intentional, y'all. I mean, it was there in the heat of the game, and it didn't seem like she's like going straight for her eye. That's just me when I saw the play. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't say it was an attack. It's just my opinion. You guys could be right. I could be right. JC Sheldon is a dirty player, but who knows exactly what she was thinking in that moment. But she was playing defense, and she was swiping for the ball. The ball's down here, though, and the face is up here, but she was swiping. So I don't know if it was an attack, y'all. I know my skin has been here for, I don't know what that's talking about at all. I gotta stop showing every comment. I hope y'all don't have this on y'all TV, man, because I'm sorry. I hope the kid's not around reading this. I don't know what's happening with that text message, or that comment, but we're not gonna try to decipher that. Fans got her back more than the team. Yeah. Well, I mean, Lexi Hull had her back. Lexi Hull did have her back. If we're talking about Caitlin, Lexi had her back. Caitlin Clark needs to sit out the rest of the game. She can ball out against the Valkyries. That Valkyries game is going to be exceptionally fun to watch. It's going to be very fun. It's going to be, it is indubitable how fun that game will be. Shout out Philip. I learned that word from him. Why did Caitlin get a technical foul after she was fouled in the eye? Caitlin got a technical? Really? I didn't know that. So Caitlin got a technical. Oh, it's because she pushed her back. Okay. It's because she pushed her back. That's going to get you a technical. So there should have been 4 free throws. One of the free throws canceled out because she got 3 free throws. I didn't know Caitlin got a tech. I didn't know that. I did not know that, y'all. I did not know that. Bonner better return. Yeah, I don't know where she at. personal reasons. All prayers up though. Hopefully everything's well. Hopefully, nothing tragic going on in the family. We want her to be back, but hopefully, it's not just her, being out for something stupid. But if there's something really going on, hopefully it gets sorted out. Sometimes players are away, like Wiggins was away, and bad things were going on in his family. So Caitlin Clark pushing after an eye poke is the same as Mabry? No. But that's worth a technical. Definitely not the same as what Mabry should have been kicked out of the game. Caitlin Clark deserved a technical there because that's just you throw technical. It's double technicals. Most of those technicals offset. Like that's just basketball. Like you see that in the NBA. That's just how the rules work. Do I agree with it entirely? That's not the point. Should that have been a technical? Yes. It's not the same as Mabry though. To answer your question, definitely not the same as Mabry. All right, JC Sheldon still in the game, shooting a 3-point shot. She misses it. She's not really good for anything besides attacking Caitlin Clark. Look at her doing all this, man. Get out the freaking way, JC, bro. You're not a freaking dog, man. You're not about that life, man. Get a ball to Caitlin. Oh, whoa, what are we doing? Oh my gosh, Aaliyah Boston, what are we doing? Why didn't you get the ball to Caitlin Clark right there? What are we doing, y'all? What was that? What was that? You got to get the ball to Caitlin. She's looking over at the bench. I think she's kind of irritated about that. Caitlin is. I will be irritated too. You got to pass that if you're AB. She wasn't even looking at Caitlin. I think that was the play call, but what are we doing, man? What was that? Cunningham for 3. That's what I like to see, y'all. Cunningham exceptional. We're up 18 points here. This is a game you can win right here. You're playing good on defense, and now you're making enough plays on offense. This is a win for the Indiana Fever. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Fever, man. This is a great win. Great win. Just hold on to it. You got 4 minutes left. All right, they're getting down low into the paint, going to draw the foul. This is what you should have been doing if you're Connecticut Sun. They totally allowed the Indiana Fever defense to get into their head because early on in the game, if you were watching, Tina Charles looked like Nikola Jokic out there, but the Indiana Fever made an adjustment and they stopped allowing the Sun to get easy layups. They should have forced the issue though and fed the big man, and it would have been better for them. It would have been better for them. And we got some dialogue going on about illegal immigration in the chat. I don't know how we got there. That's funny. You guys are free to talk about whatever you want to in the chat as I watch the game and I commentate. That's funny. Caitlin Clark. You get the ball to Caitlin, man. There we go. Caitlin for 3. Caitlin, what a shot. What a shot from Caitlin Clark, y'all. What a shot. I knew that was going in before it went in. That was beautiful from Caitlin Clark, y'all. Oh, my goodness, man. That was heavily contested. Caitlin Clark is that girl, man. She's that woman. She's that woman, man. What a freaking shot from Caitlin Clark. What a shot, man. I mean, that's just who else is hitting that in the league, bro? Absolutely the GOAT of the WNBA in the second season. Nobody's been better than her. If the only other player, because they say that Diana Taurasi is the GOAT. If Taurasi is the GOAT, Taurasi's never done anything close to what we're seeing Caitlin Clark do right here. Like, this is the GOAT. The GOAT, man. The GOAT. Oh, yeah, I like this from Caitlin Clark. She getting chippy. I don't know what happened initially. Yeah, get freaking chippy, Caitlin Clark. Yeah. Yeah, get all these players out of here. Y'all down 20 points. Getting so mad. Getting so irritated. You're down 20. You have 2 wins on the season. You're talking to the GOAT. You saw the shot she just pulled into the mouth of your team. You see that shot right there, y'all? Right in JC Sheldon's face. Get out of here. All that fighting, all that scrappiness, that's not going to get you to win. Y'all suck. Y'all got 2 wins on the season. Worry about getting better. Stop worrying about Caitlin Clark. CC getting with attack was ridiculous. It wasn't the push that would rise the level of foul at all. She just wanted a couple. She just wanted a couple feet and couldn't see real well at the moment. I don't know. That's debatable. I know, but we moved on from that part in the game. Jimmy H getting getting from the playbook of Carrington. Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah. This is CC house, is what Mene say. Galfrey said Let's go. Yeah. I like this. Caitlin Clark is on a different level, man. What she got 20 now? She's got 20 now. Caitlin Clark is exceptional. When it comes down to this basketball thing, I think she's going to be the face of basketball. Just for the casual fan, I think people are going to be looking at Caitlin Clark. She's not the best basketball player in the world. As far as women go, she is, but she's obviously not near the men. But I think she could be the face of basketball. People from Hong Kong coming to watch her games, man. As this league continues to grow, she's going to continue to grow. So people keep talking about like Ant Edwards being the face of basketball. People keep talking about all these young guys in the league, in the NBA. But Caitlin Clark genuinely could be the face of basketball because how many people are like tuning into watching basketball because of Caitlin Clark? And it's good, but there's not many people who like are actually like starting to watch basketball because of Anthony Edwards. With Caitlin Clark, people who have never watched basketball before are deciding to watch. She's electric. She's and it's also in a league that doesn't have that much skill. It's the women's league, and the women have been trashed for years and years and years. And so, I think Caitlin could be the face of basketball, man. She really could. Caitlin Clark is going to take over the game from here on out. And she's already done it. She's going to continue to take on the game, man. She's going to continue to take over this game, man. I've been talking about the WNBA for over a year now, since last year. Since Caitlin Clark's one of her first games, right? But I see so many young guys who are making reaction videos to Fever games, and I know you guys love that content because Fever fans love watching people react, and it's crazy how many people are watching Caitlin Clark right now, man. And look at Damaris Dontis hitting threes, man. She's been exceptional out there, man. This is a great win from the Indiana Fever. I love what I'm seeing, man. This is just exceptional, what I'm seeing from the Indiana Fever. Exceptional. JC Sheldon for three. And the crowd goes mild as she misses the three-point shot. This game is over, y'all. It's a 19-point game. This game is over. JC Sheldon. Hey, now you know. Now you know. This is what you like to see, man. It's what you like to see. Dontis has fans, man. I like Dontis, man. She's good. She's good on defense. She plays with poise, and she's also good on the three-point line. She's just a good player, man. Free Timpson. Timpson's not gonna get free, man. You're wasting your breath, man. You're wasting your breath, man. They're not gonna free Timpson. They obviously just don't like her in Indiana. Maybe there's something they're seeing that we aren't. I don't know, but she would help with the interior defense for sure. Yeah. Sheldon gets dirtier when her team is losing. She can't score. Yeah. JC Sheldon, she does get dirty when her team is losing. And that's a lot of those players who are always trying to get into the good players' grills. They're just jealous and they're just envious of the abilities that these other players have. They're just envious and that's all it is. It's just jealousy. That's all it is. And I love to see everybody on this team draining threes. Yes, Squirtle. I still can't take your name seriously. Yes. Oh, wow. Simpson's in the game. What a show. All right. I was about to just focus on y'all, but Simpson's in the game. Let's see what she does, man. Sets a screen here. Good screen from Timpson. Roll into the basket. Look at her on the low post. Are they going to go to her? That was a good screen from Timpson. That was a good screen. And she's in the game with Dontis here. Interesting. That could be an amazing interior defense lineup with Dontis and Timpson if you would see more of that. Timpson, yes. Timpson's in the game. Wow, I'm locked in. I was about to just chat with y'all. I'll chat with y'all after the game for like 10 minutes before I start working on the video. But yeah, we're gonna postpone that. All right, let's look at Michaela Timpson. She's on the low post. She's not up too far. She's on the low post. That's good defense right here from Timpson. Let's see what she does here. She's getting moved around. Okay. They scored that up and over Timpson, but they did not get a layup. That was a mid-range shot. So she held her ground there, and she didn't allow them to get to the layup, and that's just better offense than it is defense there. Not too much to go off of in that first play. Good pump fake from Dontis. 3-point shot from Colson. Colson bricks it. Timpson, she's getting there for the rebound. She's being scrappy. Okay. Get back on defense, Michaela. We're all just watching Michaela here. Just focus on Michaela. Who cares about what everybody else is doing? Good steal. Michaela comes up with it. Good pass. No, that was a little sketchy. What? Okay, Sydney Colson trying to do. Okay, what? Okay, I was okay. We already won the game, so I'm not gonna critique that. That was clown show. Um, that was bad. That was bad, y'all. That was okay. I gotta talk. That was bad, y'all. That was bad. That was like that was that one play where Steph Curry slipped, and then he got the ball back in the corner after he slipped, and then he airballed it. Oh god, that was bad. That was bad. That was bad. Sydney Colson getting down. Try to get the ball to. I want to see Timpson get the ball, but I mean, you're giving her 2 minutes. You're giving her 2 minutes to show herself, man. Improve herself. So, what the heck is going on? Bro, I look away for 1 second. What is going on, y'all? What is going on? One thing I like about Sophie is she don't play that stuff, bro. Now she's not the kind of player that's just gonna go out there and be a thug just to be a thug. But if you play with Sophie Cunningham like that, she's gonna let you know immediately she don't play like that. And it's JC Sheldon again. Okay. Okay, that's a very hard foul on Sydney Colson. Okay, never mind. I take back everything I just said. That was very deliberate. She did that crap on purpose. I just lied to y'all. She did that deliberately. That was thuggery deliberate. Thuggery deliberately. That was on purpose. Golly, she wanted it. She said, "I'm finna get you back for all this crap you've been doing all game." Ooh, Sophie said, "I'm gonna get you back." JC Sheldon is one of those players that you just want to punch, And there's guys. Obviously, I've never thought about hitting a girl, but there's guys who they just have punchable attitudes. And for these girls, I'm assuming that JC Sheldon just has a punchable attitude. They just been wanting to punch her, and that was her attempt at getting her in a headlock. Enforcer, yeah. I mean, you don't like all this in the WNBA, but if it's going to be the name of the game, you need players on your team who are going to be about that action, and Sophie Cunningham is. Sophie is. Sophie Cunningham is a black belt. Are you really serious? You serious? Yeah, I know she could probably get active. I know she can definitely throw hands. Payback, yeah. Payback. What did Sophie do? She kind of headlocked JC Sheldon. She kind of headlocked JC Sheldon on the layup. Definitely wasn't a play on the ball. They're probably going to eject her here. She should get ejected. Sophie should get ejected because she's going for her head, her neck area, And obviously, if you don't eject Mabry, you probably shouldn't eject Sophie. But once again, Mabry pushed Caitlin to the ground, and Sophie Cunningham is trying to put her in a headlock. So she needs to get ejected. But I love this play from Sophie being an enforcer. She's got her teammates back. Yeah, she does have her teammates back, and you love to see that because these players hate Caitlin Clark, but her teammates don't hate her. Sophie is gonna get booted. Yeah, she's getting booted. She's getting booted. Yeah, she's getting booted for sure. For sure. There's no shot she's not getting booted, in my opinion. If they don't boot her, then that's just a double incompetence because you should have booted Mabry. Go ahead and boot Sophie here. Because this is a little bit more severe from the league's perspective because and then she grabbed her on the head. Whoa, that's crazy. I didn't see that last part, y'all. She grabbed her on the head in the scuffle. Yeah, she's getting booted. She's getting booted 1,000%. But she said, if you want to play that game, we'll play that. She said she's about that life if you want to play that. Wow. She grabbed her by the neck. She's got to go. She's got to go. Yeah. Sophie snatched her weave off, except she does. Oh my gosh, bro. They both grabbed each other. Yeah. Yeah. But Sophie initiated that. And then she grabbed her by the neck. She got to go. And JC might need to go too. But I know Sophie's got to go for sure. She manhandled her. Yeah. Yeah. She manhandled her. 1,000%. Can't wait to see her wrap up the game with the play-by-play for the MMA details on tap out. You're funny. Yeah. The recap is going to be great. I don't know if I'm going to focus on the the fight in this first video. I think that'll be probably tomorrow's video if I get around to making a video tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna focus on that in the breakdown because that's like a whole video within itself, and I'll have a lot to say once I get my notes out, yo. Sylvie definitely did that as revenge. 1000% revenge. Yes. Look at security, bro. Look at this guy, bro, with the red. Bro, he's all caught up in this scuffle, bro. This is bad funny, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Did y'all see that, bro? The guy with the red shirt on, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. They going buck wild, bro. He's just trying to protect the fans, man. Go Sophie, then Forcer. It's about time that little stuff Sheldon was taught, or the little, dirtbag Sheldon was taught a lesson. She was a dirty player in college on the dirtiest team in the B1G. I don't know what B1G means, but yeah, she's been dirty ever since I learned about this chick because she's dirty. She's just a dirty player. She's dirty. So yeah. Didn't Cunningham play football in high school? I have no idea, but somebody probably does know, and that's interesting if she did. Very interesting. 20 minutes later, yeah, they taking way too long, man. This game should be over by now. It's 46 seconds left. Like, pick something. Pick something. Pick something and let's go with it, man. I don't have time to be up all night working on this video. You know what I mean? Oh, I mean, I do, and I will. I will be up all night working on the video, guys. But the quicker we get done with this, the quicker the video will go out. Put it that way. And people got stuff to do. People got to be up. I got work in the morning. People got stuff to do. Like, come on. I love that the coaches are smiling. Yeah, I like that too. I like that too. I like that too. They got CC's back. And so now you see Lexi Hole at Caitlin Clark's back, and then Sophie Cunningham also has had Caitlin Clark's back. So the blonde bombers, that's what you guys call them, they've got Caitlin's back. I'm curious, how much time did refs take during these reviews total? I don't know, but it's been a very long time. Been a very long time. I know it's a lot you're looking at here, and you want to make the right move, because if you don't, then the press is going to come after you, and the press is, Ben Daniel and me, because if you don't make the right calls here, it's just going to show incompetence, and so that's not going to be good. But once again, they do want to take their time here because they're going to get fried if they don't. But you got to be quicker. What you guys saying in here, man? The refs are incompetent. Oh yeah, they're incompetent. The most incompetent. Very incompetent. And they're taking way too long, bro. Like, go ahead, bro. Inject both of the players. Give JC your second tech, and then eject Sophie. It's really simple. Give Sophie the ejection, and then once you give JC Sheldon her second tech, the whatever, she's ejected too. That's all you got to do. And Sophie's leaving to the back, so I guess she got ejected. But you like to see it. And I like what Sophie did, though. She waited to the end of the game to do that. She waited till she knew that her team wouldn't need her anymore to get that lick back. That's smart. That's the smart thing. And that's where Draymond needs to take notes. As a Curry guy, Draymond needs to take notes, because a lot of guys, they get so, or girls too, they get so like passionate and they want to get their lick back. And so they get way too quick with it. And then so they go in and they do something stupid early in the game, and then you lose them for the rest of the game, and you might affect the outcome. But instead, you see Sophie Cunningham waiting to the end, and then she gets her lick back. They can't eject Sophie if they didn't eject Mabry. This is such BS. I have to slightly disagree with you, because Sophie did go over her neck, and it was more deliberate. I think I'm not saying they shouldn't have ejected Mabry. They should have ejected Mabry. Don't get it twisted. I was saying that at that time. They should have. But I do not think that they are on the same level. Like, I think what Sophie did was definitely more than what Mabry did. She went for the neck. Wait, what just happened? So Sheldon gets kicked. There's no way she's surprised about getting kicked. They're trying to hug her. Bro, Sugar's a little diva, bro. Like, why are you doing all that, bro? Where's your pops at? Where's your pops at? I wonder what he thinks about all this. Cause you don't have to be doing all that, bro. Like, you're not about that life. Why are you trying to be like? Why are you trying to do all that, man? Oh man. Sophie went for the head after the foul. It's the biggest difference between that interaction compared with Mabry. Yes, that's my main point. I do think Mabry should have been ejected. They should have both been ejections, but once again, she went for the head, and so that's a more dangerous play. And then she went for the head on the actual play, and then she also went for the head afterwards. Like she grabbed her on the neck. That's an ejection. You have to eject her. If you don't eject her, like two wrongs don't make a right. Two negatives do equal a positive when doing your integers, but two wrongs don't make a right. You got to get it right, and getting it right here is ejecting her. That was a statement ejection from Sophie. Yes, it's exactly what that was. A statement ejection. She is saying, if you want to play, we can get active. You know what I'm saying? But she's also saying, I don't play that. You know what I mean? That's what I like to see from Sophie Cunningham. Like, all right, you're going to mess with homegirl, then I'm going to come in and I'm going to show you exactly what it is. If you want to go that way, we're going to go that way. If you want to play them type of games, we can play them type of games. But just know, you know what I'm saying? This ain't a game. It's how she feeling. I like that though. I like that though. You know what I mean? Because you know, you need players on your team that's going to back up Caitlin, because the league isn't about to change this year. We make our rants and we talk about they need to get rid of all the physicality and all the fights, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. These players have no intention of changing, and Kathy Engelbert, she isn't the type of person who's looking to make changes immediately. Obviously, as we've seen through experience. So, if this is going to be the game we have to play, then we need to be playing it effectively. And if it's going to be like MMA style, then you know what I mean? We need to have people who can fight and people who are about that action and people who aren't going to buckle under pressure. I like to see that from Sophie Cunningham. Yeah, this game is over, y'all. The Fever have to stand up. The refs don't. The league won't. So let's go. Let's go. Yes. This is the comment. Yes. And this game is over, y'all. This game is over. Yes, that is the comment. Because the Fever have to stand up for themselves, because the refs aren't going to stand up for you. Refs aren't going to stand up for you. Refs aren't doing anything. Refs aren't here. Refs didn't eject Mabry. So how about we stand up for ourselves? The league won't step up. The refs won't step up. So let's do it on our own, man. Let's do it on our own. But yes, guys, this was an exceptional performance from the Indiana Fever, y'all. Exceptional. I'm gonna chat with you guys for a little while, probably till about, chat with you guys for another 10 minutes, and we can talk about the game, and then I'm gonna get to the video. Shout out to everybody who showed up for the chat. So I'm gonna chat with you guys here after the game. This is a great win, though. This is a great win for the Indiana Fever. You won by 20. It was a game early on where the interior defense was bad, but the biggest sign of relief I have with this Indiana Fever team is that, you know what, they were able to take care of that in the second half. They were able to force the Connecticut Sun to shoot perimeter shots, to shoot mid-range shots, and they got them out of the paint. And that was the biggest adjustment they made, and that adjustment is how they ended up winning the game. And so you got it, hats off to the Indiana Fever. Obviously, the interior defense could be better, but I do like the fact that they were able to force them out of the paint in this game. It was great. I had to step away. What happened with Sophie Cunningham? Sophie Cunningham got her get back. She got her get back. She said, you know what, man? After all of this you've been doing, JC Sheldon, I'm going to go after you. And JC Sheldon was going for a layup on transition, and Sophie Cunningham tried to headlock her, and then she fell to the ground. And then Sophie Cunningham grabbed her on the neck. She was basically saying, if you're going to play that way, I'm going to play that way too. It was a statement. Thank you, Carter. Appreciate you, Sarah. Appreciate you guys pulling up to the show today. Thanks for the live stream, Carter. Looking forward to the next one. For sure, man. For sure, man. I got my schedule changed up, so more live streams to come. Cunningham is the player that you hate when playing against you, but love when she's on your team. Yes, because why are we interviewing Natasha Howard? I just noticed that. Why are we doing that? You know what I mean? Because you could have interviewed anybody else. You could have interviewed Dantas. You could have interviewed Lexi Hole. Why are we? I know Natasha had 16 and 12. was the week at 16 and 12, y'all. Week at 16 and 12. Good show. Appreciate you, Raymond. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's see what I got to say. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you, Carter. Love your commentary. Appreciate you, Mary. Appreciate you, man. I'm glad we were able to do this and we were able to get out the victory, man. 20-point win for the Indiana Fever. Big win for the Indiana Fever, man. And you know, you come away after the game, and what you have to look at is like you were able to fix up the interior defense at the end. You were able to have Kelsey Mitchell score a lot of points without being very effective in this game off the dribble. She was just able to play off Caitlin Clark well. You saw AB hit a couple good shots, and even though they weren't allowing her to get shots early on down low in the paint, you saw them make that adjustment. You know, it was great. It was great. Stan said another great analysis. Appreciate you, Stan. Appreciate you. Thanks for all your commentaries, man. Keep up the good work, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. You guys are great, man. You guys are great, man. Great interior defense, LOL. Yeah. In the second part of the game, you didn't allow them to get to the paint. The interior defense was atrocious, but I think they did a good job at stopping the other team from getting those shots around the rim. Because in the second half, you didn't see a lot of that. So yeah. Caitlin Clark was amazing in this game as well. Caitlin Clark was amazing. Ben Daniel raid. Shout out Ben Daniel, man. Ben Daniel's the GOAT, man. Ben Daniel's the GOAT. I would definitely be tuning in to Ben Daniel later on when he makes that video about these refs, about these thugs. I'm very excited to see what Ben Daniel has to say because he keeps it real and he's unhinged. So shout out Ben Daniel. He better get that video out very shortly. And I got to get my video out soon for you guys as well. But I'm going to give you guys a few more minutes, man, so we can chat. Appreciate everybody who is here for the video, man. I love how analytical you are. Great job. Appreciate you, Rosalinda. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. What's my day job? You should have a network job. I work a job part-time. Nothing too crazy. I do want to have a network job one day. That'd be great. If I could call the games, that'd be amazing. I could be like a baby Mike Breen. That'd be great. Fever won every quarter. Yeah, Fever did win every quarter. They did win every quarter, and that was good. And there were lapses in this game. Interior defense was atrocious early on, but you like to see them in the second half once again. They adjusted. And Caitlin Clark wasn't forcing shots in this game. What did she get up? Like 11 threes or 11 shots, 12 shots in this game. She got up 6 threes. She didn't force the issue. They were putting defense on her, but she just took what the defense gave her. She had 20 and 6. She should have had a double-double in this game. Teammates missed a whole lot of layups. But yeah. Ben Daniel sent us. Shout out to Ben Daniel. Ben Daniel sent you. Yes. Ben Daniel, Ray. Shout out Ben Daniel, man. Such a legend, man. Can't wait for his rant later on today because I know he's going to have some things to say. I know he will. Everyone, good game. I had fun. Shout out to Jorge. Appreciate you. Jorge, I remember you from last time. I had fun. Yeah. And everyone drop a like. Squirtle set. Shout out to you, man. Everybody drop a like. I'm pretty unhinged myself. Oh yeah. I'm pretty unhinged. I think unhinged is a weird word to use. Maybe the better word to describe me and Ben is that we keep it real. We say it how it is, man. We say it how it is. Man, Rockwell with the $20. Shout out to you, Carter. You always do great work, both in your videos and now your live streams. Please keep up the amazing work. Man, I appreciate you, Rockwell. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right. You've been in the lives all game, and since I started, man, I appreciate you with the $20 donation. That's really nice of you. I try to keep the content coming out, and I try to keep it fresh. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I put work into it. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys are legends, man. Really do appreciate it, man. I really do. Wow. Up north, me girl, $20 dono. Nothing left to say. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate you being in the chat. You got some good insights. Always interacting. I really appreciate you being here for the streams, man. Every single one of you guys matter. Everybody, like from the people who hit me up on Facebook. I don't always get back to you guys on Facebook because like I feel like Facebook is old people. You guys can see I'm young. I don't be on Facebook. I'm gonna just be honest. But you guys do be hitting me up, everybody, and so I appreciate you. I appreciate you for the $20 as well. And yeah, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. More Adrian Ross collabs, maybe. I got some good people that I want to collab with as well. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I'm about to get to the video, y'all. So, yeah, appreciate everybody who popped in, man. Appreciate you all. Appreciate everybody who dropped the super chats. Let me go back to everybody who dropped it. Oh, we got one more. Hold on. Squirtle dropped a super chat. Wow, Carter, you will be on a network someday. Love your videos, man. Analysis always tight. Appreciate you, Squirtle. Appreciate you, Squirtle. The name is I still can't take it seriously. Appreciate the $10 though. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Seriously. Oh, we dropped another one. You guys are legendary, man. Legendary right now. Wow. Jan Mariol said, thank you for your excellent breakdowns. I appreciate you. Wow. Appreciate you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content, man. And you guys are blessing me on today. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Wow. But yeah. Shout out to everybody who dropped super chats. First it was Robert, then it was Bronze Boy, then we had Matthew, then we had Rockwell, then we had Up North Me Girl, then we had Squirtle, then we had Jan. Appreciate you guys so much. I'm about to get off live, man. Hope you guys have a great night. See you guys later on for the video. And yeah, man, peace out, y'all. Peace out.